Good evening and welcome to Stauffer Field in Edgerton as we get set to bring you a pretty important matchup tonight in Week 8, not just in the GMC, but probably bigger picture tonight as we talk about playoff points that are on the line here in this collision of GMC and longtime GMC opponents. Tonight it's the 6-1 Fairview Apaches against the 5-2 Edgerton Bulldogs. Fairview comes in at 3-1 in the Green Meadows Conference. Edgerton is 2-2. Technically, both teams still alive. I mean, Fairview very much alive, or more of a pulse right now than Edgerton. Edgerton would need a ton of help. A couple of upset losses by Paulding to sneak back in, and of course Edgerton would have to win out. But again, a ton of computer points are on the line. A little more so for Edgerton since they're a D7 team and Fairview is a Division 6 team. This is the AG Irrigation pregame show. Maximize yield, minimize waste, and then water when needed. These are two of the more high-powered offenses, not just certainly in the conference, but in all of Northwest Ohio coming into tonight. In fact, their offensive and defensive numbers are eerily similar just when you talk points per game, and I guess even a little bit more so digging deeper in yards per game as well. A couple of veteran head coaches coaching at their alma maters tonight as well, and we have so much information to dissect as we just get the ball rolling on this Week 8, one of the more important games. We'll go over the schedule of games around Northwest Ohio for the weekend because we do have a couple of games tomorrow that involve either our local schools or a local conference has a matchup that's being played tomorrow. A first-place team, in fact, in that conference is playing tomorrow as well. We are just getting started on this Friday night. More to come on the AG Irrigation pregame show. When we return to Stauffer Field in Edgerton, we'll dive into both these teams and have conversations about both Fairview and Edgerton presented to you by Brian Ford Lincoln. Sit tight. More to come on Week 8 on a Friday night here on B-Rock Sports.
Are you looking to make a difference in your community? The Fraternal Order of Eagles, Erie 2233 in Bryan, with a membership of more than 1,600, are committed in the support of all area schools and charities with annual donations totaling more than $200,000. We committed to being an organization defined by people helping people. Our Erie features live entertainment on weekends at a kitchen that is open to the public with daily breakfast, lunch, and dinner specials and Friday night fish fries starting every fall throughout the school year. If you're interested in being a part of an organization of people helping people, stop in and fill out a membership application today. We at the Fraternal Order of Eagles offer a one-time free first-year dues to all veterans, police, fire, and supporting first responders. For specific rules, stop in at 221 South Walnut Street in Bryan. To the listening audience on WBNO and WQCT, we say thank you and good luck to all area athletes in tonight's contest. Friday nights are all about hometown pride, and Bryan Home Center is proud to support our local high school athletes this season. Just like your team fights hard under the lights, Bryan Home Center is working hard to bring you the best in furniture, mattresses, flooring, and outdoor poly furniture with savings that make every home a winner. So whether you're cheering from the bleachers or relaxing at home after the game, Bryan Home Center has the comfort and style you need. Bryan Home Center in the old Rite Aid building in Bryan, supporting the community, supporting the teams, and supporting you.
Who doesn't love being number one? When your team's dominating the standings, or your favorite band rocks the charts at number one, it feels good, right? Kind of like how it feels when you have auto insurance with State Farm. Because making you feel like number one is an honor your local State Farm agent takes seriously. Through the good times and not so good, your State Farm agent's proud to be here to help life go right.
Call your State Farm agent, Jody Herman, in downtown Archbold today.
Welcome back to the AG Irrigation pregame show from Edgerton tonight. We're overcast right now. We had some sun when we first got to Edgerton, but skies have become overcast. We are going to get temperatures that are going to sit in the 60s, we believe, maybe touch upper 50s by the late part of the game tonight, but right around 66 degrees right now. We expect a kickoff temperature in the mid-60s, 64, 65. Let's talk both these teams. Conversations presented to you by Brian Ford Lincoln. We begin with the Fairview Apaches, who started the year by winning their first 5 games of the season, and doing so in closer fashion in a couple of instances as they hung on, actually had to rally to beat now winless Wauseon in week 1, knocked off Delta in a really good matchup, blew out Bryan, handled Ayersville, particularly in the second half, pulled away from Tenora, and then lost a thriller to Paulding for their only blemish on the season. They bounced back by pummeling Antwerp last week, 38-6. Meanwhile, for Edgerton, they had a 4-0 start to the year with wins over Eden, Hilltop, Montpelier, and Antwerp. Montpelier showed a lot of moxie in rallying in getting that win, 29-28 in come-from-behind fashion. Tripped up by Wayne Trace, who has become a conference nemesis for them. That was in a game we were here for on homecoming night. Lost that 35-28, knocked off Ayersville handily, and then lost a tight one with Paulding a week ago in a game there. As you dive into some of the individual numbers for these teams, they feature two of the preeminent quarterbacks in the conference this season. As we start with individual numbers, Maddox Baker for Edgerton completing just under 70% of his passes, 1,653 passing yards, 23 touchdowns on the season. He's thrown 6 picks on the year. He's also rushed for 358 and 8 more touchdowns on the season. Kellen Sanchez, number 2 in rushing at 215 yards, averaging about 4.5 yards per carry. As far as the receiving department, Sanchez, the leading receiver with 46 grabs for 657 and 8 touchdowns. Carter Gibson has caught 35 balls for 506 and 8 touchdowns on the season. It is a defense that's led by the Baker brothers. Miles and Maddox are the top 2 tacklers. Tacklers number 2 and 3. Let me step back. Tacklers 3 and 4 on the team. Jackson Flower has been the best defender. My apologies there. Jackson is leading the team with 67 total tackles. He's tops on the team in tackles for losses with 11 and is second on the team in sacks with 3. Noah Weaver leads the team in sacks with 4 on the season. Miles Baker has been very opportunistic. He has picked off a couple of passes, has 2 fumble recoveries as well on the season. Carter Gibson leads the team with 3 picks on the season. All that as we talk on the defensive end of things for the season. We'll dive more into the special teams when we compare and contrast, but just so you know, both teams have good kicking games here on the season. Meanwhile, for the Fairview Apaches, Will Zedike triggers this high-powered offense. He is completing 64.5% of his passes, has thrown for 21-29 in yards, 22 touchdowns, and 4 picks, and most of those coming in the Paulding loss this season. Zedike has also rushed for 336 yards and 6 touchdowns. That's 5 yards per carry. Drayden Grinnell-Dennis is next with 189 yards rushing and 6.5 yards per carry. Logan Olinger, the leading receiver, not on just on the team, but in the conference with 55 catches for 808 and 10 touchdowns. Gavin Mead has caught 29 passes for 446 and 15 touchdowns. And then it's Gavin Garza with 17 catches for 187 and a touchdown on the season. Drayden Grinnell-Dennis is the leading tackler for this Fairview team with 65. Then it's Steven Mendez with 58 total tackles. Gavin Garza and Gage Mullins are 50-plus tacklers as well. Jonathan Huffman is the ball hawk with 4 picks on the season. Gavin Mead leads this team with 5.5 sacks. There are 11 total sacks for Fairview, and they have picked off 9 passes. So both of these secondaries are very opportunistic as well. We mentioned the kicking game. Landrick Vandermeid and Parker Eldon are very capable kickers, so special teams is certainly going to come into play. By the way, Vandermeid set a school record for the longest field goal a week ago with 41 yards on that field goal attempt. We look at what these teams have done on the year. Fairview scoring 40 a night, giving up 21.5 points per game, while Edgerton scoring just under 38 a game, and they're allowing 22 points per game on the season. In terms of yardage, Fairview, the number 1 offense in the league. Edgerton, the number 3 offense in the GMC. Fairview about 122 yards per game, while Edgerton's offense is able to churn out 357 yards per game. Edgerton, the number 2 team defense. Fairview's is the number 4 defense in terms of yardage on the season. We talked about how these two teams feature quarterbacks that are near the top. Well, Zedike, the number 1 quarterback, while Baker is the number 3 quarterback. And you look at these receivers that we've mentioned in Olinger, Sanchez, Gibson, and Meade. They are 4 of the top 8 receivers in this GMC entering play tonight. Speaking of entering play tonight, other GMC matchups this evening. It is Paulding at home facing Hicksville. Heavy favorites for the Paulding Panthers. Tenor is at Ayersville in the River rivalry, and Wayne Trace is at Antwerp tonight. Those are the conversations about both these teams in terms of team numbers and individual numbers on the season. We'll step aside and take a quick break. And when we come, and by the way, they're brought to you by Bryan Ford Lincoln. Take advantage of new and used vehicle savings right now. And of course, they are your multiple-time President's Award winning dealer, Bryan Ford Lincoln. You are just down the road from high prices at Bryan Ford Lincoln. In fact, some monster markdowns here in the month of October. More on the AG Irrigation pregame show as we roll on. When we come back, we'll meet the starting lineups for this game here on B-Rock Sports.
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
For over 40 years, Edgerton Forge has been forging more than just metal. We've built a legacy of strength, precision, and pride, just like our very own Edgerton Bulldogs. From the shop floor to the football field, hard work and dedication are what define excellence. As Edgerton Forge continues to innovate, backed by our ISO 9001 certified processes, the Bulldogs continue to evolve into one well-oiled winning machine. Edgerton Forge wishes all the athletes the best of luck in tonight's big game. Go Bulldogs!
Hello, this is Stacy Sweary with Andrews O'Neill & Lowe Insurance Agency. In these unsettling times, peace of mind is more important than ever. At Andrews O'Neill & Lowe, we're here to support you with integrity and care, ensuring you have the coverage you need. Whether it's protecting your home, auto, or business, our dedicated team is committed to your peace of mind. Partnering with Auto Owners Insurance, we offer top-tier coverage and exceptional service you can rely on. Experience the comfort of knowing you're protected with Andrews O'Neill & Lowe and Auto Owners Insurance. Visit andrewsoneillandlowe.com or call today.
Time now to meet the starting lineups for this game, brought to you by Allied Molded Products, where innovation sparks opportunity since 1958. When Fairview has the ball, Will Zedike is the starting quarterback. The running back is Drayden Grinnell Dennis. The 4 wideouts are Gavin Meade, Logan Olinger, Gavin Garza, and Shady Fritsch. Up front, Adam Spangler starts at left tackle. At the right tackle, it'll be a combination of Landrick Vandermeide and Anthony Renolette. The guards are Blake Villarreal and Caden Garza, and the center is Carson Newman. When Fairview's on the defensive side of things, Adam Spangler and Gavin Meade are the defensive ends. Chase Phillips and Gage Mullins, the defensive tackles in the 4-3 look. The backers are Brody Williams, Drayden Grinnell Dennis starts in the middle, and Steven Mendez, another edge rusher. In the secondary, the corners are John Huffman and Elijah Aaron, and the safeties are Gavin Garza and Logan Olinger. For Edgerton, when they have the ball on offense, Maddox Baker is the starting quarterback. Orlando Puente and Tucker Curl, one of them get the start at tailback. The halfback is Kellen Sanchez. The wide receivers are Parker Eldon at the Z, Mason Eldon at the wide receiver spot, and Carter Gibson as a wide receiver / tight end. The offensive tackles are Ty Leppelmeyer and Noah Weaver. The guards, Jackson Flower and Chris Lockwood, and starting in the middle is Bryce Schrader at center. Defensively for the Dogs, Noah Weaver, Bryce Schrader, and Orlando Puente are the D linemen. The backers are Maddox Baker, Jackson Flower, and Miles Baker, and the 5-man secondary, Parker Eldon, Carter Gibson, Kellen Sanchez, Tucker Curl, and Mason Eldon. Curl is the nickelback in that defensive look. That is your starting lineup here for tonight for both teams, being presented to you by Allied Molded Products, where innovation sparks opportunity since 1958. Sit tight. When we return, we'll dive into some keys for this matchup, brought to you by the Farmers and Merchants State Bank. That's all coming your way next on V-Rock Sports.
Michael Jordan once said, "Some people want it to happen, some wish it would happen, and others make it happen." The Edgerton Bulldogs want it, wish for it, and make it happen. The Edgerton Athletic Boosters want to thank all of the Edgerton athletes for their hard work and dedication, and want to wish the athletes and coaches good luck. So from the Edgerton Athletic Boosters, go get 'em Bulldogs. We're behind you all of the way. Good luck to all the Edgerton athletes.
Chad Hall with Spartan Crop Insurance is your locally owned and trusted agent for close to 20 years. Chad has built strong relationships, so you know he's working hard for you by helping you make informed decisions. And with Spartan Crop Insurance, you'll have the peace of mind even on the hardest days. Good luck to all area teams from Chad Hall and Spartan Crop Insurance Agency. Spartan Crop Insurance is what we do all day, every day. An equal opportunity employer.
The Jewel Grain Company is your locally owned and agricultural company with locations in Jewel, Ney, Okolona, and Defiance. They offer a range of services including grain storage, transportation, and marketing. The Jewel Grain Company, proud supporters of the Fairview Apaches and all area athletes.
United Oil in Ney supplies and delivers home heating oil, farm fuel, diesel, and propane for your home, farm, or business throughout Northwest Ohio, and with dependable service and competitive pricing. Call 1-800-962-9839. That's 1-800-962-9839, or stop by United Oil in Ney, serving you with dependable service for over 70 years. United Oil saying good luck to all athletes in this game. Welcome back to Stauffer Field in Edgerton, Ohio, as we inch a little closer to the opening kickoff here tonight between Edgerton and Fairview. Let's talk about game changers here for this one tonight, presented to you by the Farmers and Merchants State Bank. As we talk Edgerton tonight, Edgerton on the defensive end. Very important that they tackle in space. Fairview spreads you out 4 and 5 wide. They throw a lot of hitch routes, a lot of curl routes. Can you tackle in the open field? That's that way against any spread team, but in particular, these athletes on the outside for the Fairview Apaches. Can you contain Will Zedike? I expect to see some form, and I think on both sides this is going to be crucial. I expect to see a spy of some kind for both defenses against both these quarterbacks, because both these quarterbacks are so good out in open space, and it's not just to run the ball, it's to throw the ball down the field. Who wins the special teams tonight, I think, is something that's important. We mentioned both teams with really solid kicking games tonight, and it's not just field goals, extra points, that sort of thing, although those are important, but also you look at maybe that punting game and the hidden yardage in a game like tonight as well. Meanwhile, as we flip it to Fairview, they're going to have to match the Edgerton physicality. This is a very physical matchup to begin, and with a long history, Fairview and Edgerton. So Fairview matching the physicality as well, something that's important in this one. Those are your game changers for tonight. They are brought to you by the Farmers and Merchants State Bank. Discover the money-saving benefits of a new kind of checking account. With the Bundler by F&M, you can save money on the things you're already paying for while still getting all of the features you expect from a checking account. Think of it as your financial playbook, packed with exclusive benefits and savings right at your fingertips. Don't get sidelined. Score big today with the Bundler at your local F&M or fm.bank. That's member FDIC. Doug Rakes in his 11th year as head coach of the Fairview Apaches, 67-48 as the head coach there, while Brody Flagel is in season number 6, 29-28, his all-time record. This is the 53rd meeting between these two teams in football. Fairview dominant in the series. They have won 3-1 in the series, right on the button, 3-1. Fairview leading it 39-13 in the overall series. They've won the last 2 games in this series, including last year, 42-28. Your officials working tonight's game are Larry Maynard. It's a 6-man crew. Larry Maynard, Matt McCauley, Rod Lenhart, Dominic McGeary, Challen Stewart, and Alan Ripley are the officials for this game tonight. Coverage of high school football being brought to you in part by Yarger Flegel Investments. Your financial future starts with Yarger Flegel Investments. Call Tom Lynn or Shelley today at 419-298-2000 to schedule a free consultation. Coverage is also brought to you tonight by Fritsch Excavating of Northwest Ohio, featuring excavating large and small projects, demolition, concrete, and so much more. Fritsch Excavating, proud backers of the Fairview Apaches. That'll do it for the pregame show tonight, being brought to you by AG Irrigation. Maximize yield, minimize waste, and then water when needed. As we look at games around the area tonight in week number 8 of high school football in the GMC, we mentioned Hicksville's at Paulding, Tenora's at Ayersville, and Antwerp is hosting Wayne Trace. In the TAC tonight, Eden plays at North Central, Montpelier is at Hilltop, Ottawa Hills is hosting Summerfield, and tomorrow night it's Erie Mason at Whiteford. In the NWOAL, Delta visits Liberty Center. Patrick Henry is at Archibald. On paper, the game of the night. Evergreen at Swanton, and Bryan is playing at Wauseon. Defiance is at Elida, and Ottawa Glandorf at Van Wert in the WBL. Napoleon is at BG tonight in the NLL, and it's Holgate at Concord, Michigan this evening, and that game, of course, in 8-man football. Meanwhile, Edgerton in their all-maroon for this game tonight with the white numbers, maroon helmets. Fairview, the white jerseys, white pants, black numbers with the gold outline, and the black helmets here this evening. Hard to believe we are already at week number 8 on the schedule and rolling our way toward the postseason. We'll dive into those postseason numbers coming up in halftime or at halftime here this evening. Both these teams, for the most part, healthy coming in. I mean, healthy right now has a couple of meanings. One, it's week 8, and nobody's probably at 100%, but no new injuries cropped up from a week ago. So good news there as we talked with both coaches. It is going to be Fairview getting their hands on the ball first here tonight. Fairview on the heels of a big win last week over Antwerp, while Edgerton fell here at home to the Paulding Panthers, who have been one of the fantastic stories in the area. Their big key was we knew they had athletes all over the place and were going to be good. Could they stay healthy with numbers in the upper 20s? And knock on wood for Paulding and their fans, they have stayed healthy for the most part this season and are 7-0 for the first time since 1988. So teeing it up, Parker Eldon for the Edgerton Bulldogs. Skies are more on the overcast side. I mean, no threat of any kind of rain tonight. We're in the mid-60s here at game time this evening. Fairview has some of their dangerous return men that are deep. Kellen Beals is one they want to get their hands on it, and they recognize that kick away. Shady Fritsch will see it dribble out of bounds, and let's see what Fairview elects to do here. Do they want to take the great field position at the 35 on the kick out of bounds, or make them kick again? And it looks like Fairview is just content to say, let's go right now at our own 35-yard line. So that offense will trot out onto the field. Will Zedike, the starting quarterback, again, 2 of the better quarterbacks, 2 of the very athletic quarterbacks here in not just the conference, certainly there, but in all of Northwest Ohio here on this Friday night matchup. Fairview 6-1, and Edgerton is 5-2 entering play tonight. As we walk toward the line of scrimmage, it'll be an empty backfield for Fairview. Trips to the near side, 2 receivers stacked to the far side, 4 rushers for Edgerton. Now moving inside will be Grinnell Dennis, and it will be Grinnell Dennis, 2 hands over the ball, powers his way out to about the 39-yard line. So he'll rush for 4 to start this game. It'll be second down. Tripped up on the play, Bryce Schrader in the middle there helped bring him to the turf. 3 receivers go to the left, 2 to the right as Fairview gets right back on the line of scrimmage. First pass of the night, an out route is going to be caught by Garza at the 45. He'll muscle his way up near midfield, have 11 on the pass play, as it is a first down connection for Fairview. Run out of bounds by Eldon here on the near side, and that was Parker Eldon who had coverage. Now, 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line. 4 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right side. 3 down linemen for Edgerton. Zedike now late pressure. Throw is a curl route that's caught on the far side by Gavin Mead. He twists away from the initial tackler, eventually brought to the turf by Jackson Flower, but that will be a gain of 14 down to the 37-yard line after that connection to Mead, and it'll be a first down at the 41. And right on that quick snap, far side, Mead on another catch, and then he fumbled it out of bounds, but it's a gain of 9 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 1. As very quickly, Fairview has advanced inside the 30-yard line down to the 28 on a 2nd down and 1 coming up. A couple of running backs are on the inside as halfbacks. 2 receivers set to the right, 1 receiver to the left here for Fairview on 2nd down and 1. Waiting on the snap here is Zedike. He'll put it in the belly of Grinnell Dennis. He's got the corner, 30, 25, cut back 20. Bulling his way and spinning away from trouble before Eldon brings him down at about the 14. Grinnell Dennis rumbles for 14 on the play, and it'll be a 1st and 10 for Fairview, and they are in business. 1st and 10 at the Edgerton 14. We're a little more than a minute in. 2 receivers set both ways. 1 running back, Grinnell Dennis. Snap comes. Looking. Zedike in the flat. Threw it a little bit behind Grinnell Dennis. He adjusts, makes the grab, and muscles his way down to the 6-yard line before he is brought down by Tucker Curl on the play. But that's a gain of 8 more as Grinnell Dennis will have his first reception on the night. And it'll be 2nd down and 2 from the 7-yard line. Maybe a little closer to 3, so we'll call it 2nd and 3. Trips to the right, 1 receiver to the left. Grinnell Dennis in the backfield. No score, 2 minutes in, but Fairview is in the red zone. They have a 2nd and 3 at the 7, and now officials will stop things. Is this no, I don't see any flags down. Is this a play clock situation here? I think it is. They're asking for that play clock to be reset. Fairview and Edgerton, happy to have you here with us. 2nd down and 3 for the Apaches at the 7-yard line of the Bulldogs. Still 3 receivers right, 1 to the left side. Quarterback draw and stoppage again on the snap. And we have again, I didn't see a flag in that scenario either. The side judge is coming in now, and we'll have another mini conference here. Still 10:04 on the clock. Fairview is clapping, so maybe there was some movement. But I don't know why they were clapping, because this is going to be a false start against them. So the first penalty of the night will go again. Actually, no, I take that back. It is against Fairview, but it's a delay of game, which is weird because they reset the play clock. Well, it'll be 2nd and 8 now for Fairview at the 12-yard line of Edgerton. 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. Grinnell Dennis in the backfield. The snap comes. Zedike wants the one-on-one. The curl route caught by Mead. He'll battle his way back. Baker brought him down on the play. Correction, Curl brought him down on the play. The extra DB. That'll be a gain of 8 on the play. Make it 9 on the play. So it will be a 3rd and 3 now from the 7. Hash mark far side, moving left to right. Scoreless game, but Fairview with a 3rd and 3 at the Edgerton 7. 9:20 to go in the opening quarter on this first drive of the night. Zedike with Grinnell Dennis in the backfield. He has a couple of guys in front of him, almost a power eye set to the right. It's quarterback draw, and check that, it is not Zedike. It's a direct snap. And with the direct snap is going to be Logan Olinger in that Wildcat formation. And Olinger able to bang his way for a first down to the 3-yard line as he picks up 5 on the run. So as a 1st and goal, as Fairview is winning up front, 1st and goal at the 3. A little mix of everything from this Fairview offense here. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line. They'll send 2 receivers to the right, 2 receivers to the left. Grinnell Dennis in the backfield. They'll flip him to the right side as a halfback on 1st and goal at the 3. Man in motion is Olinger. There's an out route. He was the man in motion, juggled and could not hang on. incomplete. It was a good ball thrown that time on the play by Zedike, but in and out of the hands. They had an ISO for Logan Oldinger on the far side, and he ran just a dig route. Ball was in and out of his hands. Second and goal at the 3-yard line. Handoff Grinnell Dennis. Grinnell Dennis is into the end zone for a 3-yard touchdown run, and Fairview strikes first for this one, as Grinnell Dennis was a weapon on that drive. A 3-yard TD run, 10 plays, 65 yards. As we said, a great mix of everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pass and 4 runs on the drive. And now Vandermeid is on for the extra point out of the hold of Will Zedike. 8:35 to go in the opening quarter, and an impressive start to this one for the Fairview offense as Vandermeid tacks on the extra point. First score of the night, Fairview 7, Edgerton nothing on B-Rock Sports.
The Fairview Athletic Boosters was formed in 1968 to support athletic teams at Fairview High School. The Boosters' goal for 53 years has been to promote good sportsmanship and give financial support for equipment and venue upgrades for all of their athletes. They try to back all their coaches and athletes on the court, on the mat, on the field, on the diamonds, on the track, on the course, and on the links. They also encourage fans to attend contests in person and root on the Apaches. For information on becoming a Fairview Athletic Booster member, go to the Fairview Facebook page or the Fairview website for details. Thank you for tuning in tonight, and go Apaches!
Andy Brigle back with you here on a Friday night at Stauffer Field. Fairview out in front, 7-0 after a terrific drive to start this thing. 10 plays, 65 yards. They did it in just over 3.5 minutes. Drayden Grinnell Dennis pounding it in from 3 yards out to make it 7-0. And now it's Edgerton's turn offensively. Again, 2 of the top scoring offenses in our area here coming together in this one tonight. Vandermeid is ready to kick it away as Edgerton will send a pair of men deep here. Miles Baker is on the near side. And here comes your run up and kick, and it will... Or check that. It is Carter Gibson at the 5 to the 10, 15, far side return 20, little stutter step, and then is going to be brought down on the play. Caden Kennedy with a special teams tackle shy of the 25-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 Edgerton, officially spotted at their own 24-yard line. And Baker and the offense head out there now. As we mentioned, certainly an important game in the conference. Everybody chasing Paulding, but bigger picture, lots of computer points at stake here tonight for the winner. Edgerton, just because they're a smaller division school, would grab more playing the Division 6 team. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left, so that empties the backfield for Maddox Baker. 3 down linemen for Fairview. Sanchez goes in motion. They fake to him. It's the zone read. Keep, and not much there, as running into the arms of Gage Mullins was Baker. He will rush for a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd down and 9. Good work up front that time by Fairview on a zone read keep. So 2nd and 9 now as the nose of the football touches the 25-yard line. Edgerton moving right to left here in this opening quarter of play. It'll be a 2nd and 9. Fairview up 7-0 in the game. 7:50 to go in this first quarter. Orlando Puente in the backfield, a receiver to the right, 2 receivers stack left. Sanchez goes in motion now to the far side. Back to throw is Baker. Lots of time. Baker slings it downfield, and it's broken up. He threw that into double coverage. It was intended for Mason Eldon, but Gavin Garza, terrific in coverage that time, is able to bat it away, and it'll be 3rd and long. 3rd down and 9, Edgerton at their own 25-yard line. Early run for Colton Hunt for Paulding from 50. They add the 2-point try, and they lead Hicksville 8-0 in a quick update there. Twins to the right, one receiver to the left, Puente in the backfield. Sanchez comes in motion to the near side. Back to throw is Baker. A pump and now a deep slant route, and a penalty flag is going to fly in on Devin Yantis, who got a hand on the backside of the receiver, and that intended target was Mason Eldon for Edgerton. So the pass interference will help keep this drive alive for Edgerton here on their initial drive of the night. Couple of defenders went toward Sanchez, which rightly so. He has been their athlete in space. The walk of the penalty from 15 will bring this thing all the way out to the 40-yard line, where it will be first down and 10, Dogs out at the 40-yard line. 7.5 to go in the first. 7-0 Fairview on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. Empty backfield, four receivers bunched and kind of semi-stacked to the left, one receiver to the right. It's a screen for Sanchez, a catch at the 35, good block at the 40, is able to battle his way out near the 45. Getting him around the ankles defensively was Steven Mendez. And it's a catch and run of 4 on the play for Baker to Sanchez. 2nd down and 6 for Edgerton from their own 44. 4 receivers again left, 1 receiver to the right side, empty backfield, 3 down, make it a 4th down lineman. Slant route, and it's incomplete. The receiver skidded to the ground, Carter Gibson. Jumping up that time, coming with pressure from the secondary, or from the edge, I should say, was Gavin Mead. And now another 3rd and not quite as long, but 3rd and 6 for Edgerton here from their own 44-yard line. A receiver to the right, trips come left. Sanchez in the backfield. 3 down linemen. Now Sanchez in motion. They fake the flare. Now they want the post route, and it is going to be caught on the play. Yes, a PI was going to be coming anyways, but what a grab by Carter Gibson. The sliding grab made, and he will have it inside the 35 and near the 30-yard line. Let's see where they officially mark this thing down. It will be at the 33-yard line. And it is a gain of 33 on the reception. And another 3rd down conversion for Edgerton. And right now, the wide receivers of Edgerton, at least on a couple of deeper routes, are winning against Fairview. 1 pass interference already called, and if that catch wasn't made, a second was coming. Puente, the left halfback. Sanchez, the right halfback. Receiver both ways, tight end to the right. Quarterback sweep, Baker tries to get to the edge and does. Turns the corner, 25-20, cut back 15-10, 15-10, 5, touchdown! Maddox Baker from 33, and Edgerton's an extra point away from tying this thing up. He was a blur as he got around the corner. Fairview had a couple of shots at him down inside the 10-yard line, and then Baker just ran away, and it is a 7-6 football game. They'll bring the offensive line all the way to the left except for the center. Eldon, actually both Eldons, it was more of the swinging gate setup here because Mason Eldon, the holder for brother Parker Eldon. And now Parker will attempt the PAT. A little bit high on the snap, and that might have thrown some things off. It did because the PAT is no good. Edgerton does score, but Fairview holds on to the lead. 7-6, 6:35 left first quarter on B-Rock Sports.
Innovative Ag Management of Hicksville handles all of your ag needs. Chemicals, GPS soil testing, GPS fertilizer, lime and chicken manure application, corn, soybean, wheat, and small seed and more. Call Mike, Joe, or Ryan today at 419-658-8423. Innovative Ag Management, proud supporters of the Fairview Apaches.
Welcome back. We get a quick score update in the Toledo Area Athletic Conference. A little more than midway through the first, Montpelier has a 7-0 lead on Hilltop. Here, it's a 7-6 game, and Fairview with the lead. Opening drives for both teams for touchdowns, but a missed PAT the difference. That was a 7-play drive that went 76 yards on the play. or on the drive, I should say, and a good start for both teams, and a lot of time yet to make up that missed PAT, but good start to this one, and we're not even halfway through this first quarter. We'll see the adjustments that are now made on both defensive sides of the ball because both offenses look pretty potent, living up to their billing on that first drive. Parker Eldon ready to kick it away here for the Bulldogs. Kicking right to left, bangs it deep. Going back, Fritsch makes the grab at the 7, 10, 15, 20, 25 to the 30, and then stood up in the hole there. The first man on the football for Edgerton, waiting for them to unravel just a little bit. Jackson Flower, the leading tackler. So it'll be 1st and 10 right at the 30-yard line for Fairview. Up 7-6. On the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. As they break the huddle, 2 receivers go left for Fairview, 1 receiver to the right. There's a right and left halfback. Check that now. Garza will leave the backfield. I believe that's Kellen Beals lined up as a running back. Now they'll move him in motion to the far side. Zedike throws the flare to the far side. It is caught by Olinger. 30, 35, 40. Olinger ushered out of bounds at the 44-yard line. So Logan Olinger has his first catch of the game, and it'll be 1st and 10 Fairview up near their own 44-yard line. Hash mark far side, moving left to right. 7-6 Fairview on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. Paulding now a 14-0 lead over Hicksville. All things being equal, that thing could get ugly. A screen to the near side, Huffman at the 45, 50, stiff arm, down the sideline, 40, 30, 25, 20, 15, and finally out of bounds. Maddox Baker saved the touchdown with the tackle, bringing him out of bounds at the 15. That is a gain of 41 on the catch and run to Huffman, who has become more and more involved in this offense as the season has gone on. So a 1st and 10 to the 15. 5 wide look, 3 to the left, 2 to the right here for Zedike and the offense. Nearing and at now the midway point of this first quarter, 7-6 Fairview, and the Apaches back in the red zone for a second time. Zedike gets the snap. Zedike, quarterback draw, pops it outside, now has nowhere to go to the left, turns it back to the right, and suddenly has a wall to the 10, to the 5. He high steps it into the end zone for a Fairview touchdown. Will Zedike, there's that athletic ability in space, and it's 13-6 Fairview just like that. Terrific run by Zedike. And that's a fast 70 yards right there. And Fairview will send the special teams unit onto the field. Zedike is the holder, Vandermeide the kicker. 5:47 mark of this opening quarter. Offense reigning supreme. 3 possessions in this game, 3 touchdowns in this game as Vandermeide adds the extra point. New score on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. Fairview 14, Edgerton 6. You're listening to Week 8 of high school football on B-Rock Sports.
At Eden Farmers Co-op, with locations in Eden, Edgerton, and Montpelier, they're more than just a store. They're your partner in the field and at home. For a complete line of pet supplies, animal feed, bird food, and outdoor products to Land O'Lakes feed and seed treatments, they've got you covered. Need grain storage and drying, fertilizer, or soil sampling? They're here to help. Plus, their reliable feed mill services are second to none. Eden Farmers Co-op, your neighborhood country store for all your farm and home needs. Stop in today and see why they're trusted by their neighbors like you.
Fireworks in the first 6 minutes and 13 seconds. We've had 3 possessions, 2 by Fairview, 1 by Edgerton, and 3 scores in a 14-6 game. That was a 3-play, 70-yard drive. Zedike, the final 15, and of course the big hit in that one, a 41-yard strike to Jonathan Huffman. Don't forget, at halftime, we'll take you around the area with score updates on the main stops of Northwest Ohio. halftime show here on B-Rock 100.9. Week 8 rolling along. We'll spend our final 2 weeks in the TAC. North Central at Montpelier next week, and then Montpelier at Eden's going to have a lot on the line, you think, for playoff points come week 10. Here's the return for Gibson from the 5. Gets it out across the 25 and is going to be sandwiched there. Calvin Kepler gets credit for a special teams tackle, bringing him down there. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Edgerton. For their second possession, they'll begin this drive pretty close to where they started the last drive. 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line. Ball resting in the middle of the field as the Dogs go right to left. Beautiful night for high school football around the area. Puente in the backfield with Baker. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Going in motion is Parker Eldon to the far side, and flags fly. And this is going to go against the Edgerton Bulldogs on a false start. Colton Hunt has another TD pass after a Hicksville fumble, and it's 22-0 already in that one. Meanwhile, Montpelier has added another first quarter score and a 2-pointer. They are on top of Hilltop, 15-0. Hilltop coming in with 3 wins on the season into that matchup. Montpelier 4-3. Obviously Hilltop 3-4. Baker wants to throw a little curl route. It's caught by Sanchez at the 25 and is able to work his way to the 30-yard line. That will be a gain of 9 on the play after being taken back 5. And it will be 2nd down and 5 coming up. Stop made on the near side here by Devin Yantis, who is a freshman. No, I beg your pardon. I looked at the wrong 17. Elijah Aaron. I've said that name a couple of times. It's Elijah Aaron, who's had a couple of coverages or stops. Running right side for Edgerton and burrowing his way for tough yards is going to be Puente. Huffman converging in there with Grinnell Dennis on the stop. 2 on the run for Puente for his first carry and another 3rd down. Edgerton was perfect on 3rd downs on that first drive. They have a 3rd and 3 coming up now from the 28-yard line. Line to gain is, or from the 33-yard line. Line to gain the 36, and now the route down the sideline. It's going to be juggled, and it hung on to, picked off by Elijah Aaron. Great job by Aaron sticking the receiver for the Bulldogs, Mason Eldon, like glue. And the INT is thrown, and Aaron with the pick. And the first turnover of the night belongs to Fairview on the takeaway. That's their 10th INT on the season. And Fairview will start 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line. Moving left to right, up 14-6, 4:27 left in the quarter. 5 wide look, 3 of the receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Pump and go route. They want Fritsch, and a good adjustment by Shady Fritsch, just couldn't haul it in, and also late hands in there by Parker Eldon to break up coverage. So that falls harmlessly to the turf, and it will be 2nd down and 10 Fairview at their own 37-yard line. So the INT thrown by Maddox Baker. 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Aaron with the pick. High snap. Zedike controls it. Here comes some pressure up the middle. He's flushed. Now there's flags all over the place. Weight on this run's probably not going to be one that's going to go in the books. As sliding down was Zedike for a run out to the 44, but it's coming back. It's a hold on Fairview. And a hold that was egregious enough that it was seen by 3 different referees, or 3 different officials. So now a 2nd down and long for Fairview. We're at the 4:13 mark of this opening quarter. 14-6 Fairview. New line of scrimmage is back at the 27-yard line, so it'll be 2nd down and 20. Wayne Trace and Antwerp scoreless after one in that Paulding County showdown. Zedike fires far side. Pass is caught. Olinger 35-40. Olinger to the 50, to the 45, to the 40. Cutback still on his feet. 35, 30. Now to the 15. One man to beat in Eldon. 10, 5. Touchdown, Logan Olinger. Just a little screen to the far side, and it's gone for 73 yards. And that's what athletes in space will do for you. As Zedike found Olinger, great job of first getting blocks and then running away from Edgerton Bulldogs who were trying to get an angle. 20-6 now, Fairview with the lead, with the extra point coming at the 3:52 mark. Snap is down, kick on the way, and Vandermeer is now 3 for 3. They cash in on the INT. New score on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard is Fairview 21, Edgerton 6 on B-Rock Sports.
Camco Industries, with facilities located in West Unity, Ohio and Morenci, Michigan, has openings on all 3 shifts for production and assembly operators. We manufacture interior plastic products for the automotive industry. As an operator, you will be required to visually inspect, trim, assemble, and pack parts, as well as label containers. You must be able to pass an entry-level test and a substance abuse test. Camco also has openings for shipping associates, material handlers, and production leads. Camco offers a complete benefit package. If you would like to join our team, please complete an application online at www.kumi-na.com or in person at Camco, 1001 East Jackson Street, West Unity, Ohio, Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. All rehires will be considered for employment.
2 plays, 63 yards. Zedike to Olinger. It ends up being a 73-yard pass play because of the holding penalty that sent them back 10 yards. That was a 2nd and 20 screen pass. Far side, started going down the left sideline and then slicing diagonally across the field. They're coming to the near side and outrunning the last defender for Edgerton and Eldon. This will be Gibson who will see it roll into the end zone for another Vandermeer touchback. So Edgerton has a 1st and 10 now at their own 20, but suddenly down 2 scores in this game. Still 3:52 to play in this first quarter of football. I mean, too early to say must score, but certainly must get something positive here going for the Edgerton Bulldogs offense. As they break the huddle, they'll bring 3 receivers to the left side, 1 receiver to the right. Puente stays in the backfield for Edgerton. Shotgun snap comes. Puente on the give. Off the right side. Puente finds a little daylight. Dragged down across the 25 at about the 26-yard line. Good strong run for Orlando Puente, who now has a couple of carries for 8 yards. Grinnell Dennis in there for the stop along with Steven Mendez. 2nd down and a long 4 for the 1st down at the 26-yard line. Counting down towards the 3-minute mark left in this first quarter of play. And a flag flies. It's going to be no penalty yardage marked off. It's a sideline warning against Edgerton. Next one will cost yardage. 2nd down and 4. 6-1 Fairview, 5-2 Edgerton. The Apaches off to a 21-6 lead here, nearing the late stages of this first quarter of play. 2-by-2 look wide receiver set. Puente in the backfield as Montpelier extends their lead to 22-0. Baker throws a little screen to the far side, and a great job blowing everything up over there for Fairview by Jonathan Huffman, who is a very physical corner on that far side. The Baker pass is complete. The forward progress was good for a yard, but that is it. And now it will be 3rd down coming up. That was a gain of just 1 on the play. So 3rd and 3, a big third down here with Fairview, all kinds of offensive momentum. Eldon comes in motion near side. It's a rollout to the near side. Baker with a late blitz coming. Here comes that spy, and he got away from him initially, but the tackle is eventually made by Adam Spangler. The spy on that play was Mendez, and it's a loss of 1 for the rush. And now a 4th down and 4 from the 26 and a 3 and out. The first punt of the game will happen now as Sanchez is on to kick it away. Way too early in the game to go for it or even probably think fake here from your own 26-yard line, even though you've shown no signs of stopping Fairview yet. Play clock milked inside of 10. Sanchez kick away. He averages about 38 yards a boot. It'll bounce into Fairview territory, roll dead near the 44-yard line. So only a 30-yard punt, no return. And Fairview will have a 1st and 10 coming out now at the 144 mark of this opening quarter. And Fairview up 21-6. Ball will be placed at the 44-yard line officially. Touchdown drives of 65 yards, 70 yards, and 63 yards. We've seen lengthy possessions. Well, a possession of length, 10 plays for a touchdown, and then the other quick hitting drives, 3 plays and 2 plays for Fairview touchdowns. And now we had a flag that came in against Edgerton that's going to walk this thing. It's a late foul. It's a dead ball personal foul. So now it's plus territory. I'd look down to do stats, didn't see the laundry down on the turf. This takes them all the way down to the Edgerton 41-yard line. Wow. There are penalties, and then there are penalties, and that's a big one. 5-wide look for Fairview, 3 receivers left, 2 receivers right. 1st and 10 at the Edgerton 41-yard line. Little pump route, and they want the deep route, and they've got it with Garza. 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Sucked in the Edgerton DB as they bit on the play fake and then bit on the pump fake. And it's a 41-yard strike for Zedike as he finds Garza for the score. And there's another quick hitter. 1 play, 41 yards. And can you say well-oiled machine right now? 27-6 Fairview with 1:36 left in this first quarter still. Snap, spot, kick on the way. It's blocked off the edge by Carter Gibson. So they do get something positive, but it's a matter of too little too late on the drive. 27-6 Fairview. 1:36 left in the quarter. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Family is at the heart of everything we do. At Midwest Community Federal Credit Union, we understand that your family's needs evolve over time, and we're here to support you through every stage of your journey. Whether it's saving for your kids' education, upgrading to a larger home, or planning for retirement, we're here to help you prioritize what matters most. Join us at Midwest Community, and let's build a stronger financial future for your family. Visit us online at midwestcommunity.org to learn more today.
Well, a drive that eventually started at the 41 after a ball penalty flag on the punt brought Fairview to the Edgerton 41, and Zedike found Garza for a 41-yard strike and another touchdown as Garza makes his second grab of the night. And just like that, it is 27-6. A lot of football left. It's a 3-score game. But boy, Edgerton is teetering here on the brink in this opening quarter. Vandermeid ready to kick it away. And the run up and the kick is a deep one. And Gibson has to slide and make the grab, and he lost his feet, and Edgerton's going to be pinned at their own 9-yard line. Newton's law in effect here in this opening quarter. Whatever can go wrong has gone wrong for Edgerton. 1st and 10 now at their own 9-yard line. Coverage tonight being brought to you in part by Yarger Flegel Investments. Let their team create investment strategy tailored to you. Call Tom, Lynn, or Shelley today at 419-298-2000 to schedule that free consultation. Gibson goes wide to the right. Both Eldons and Sanchez come to the near side here to the left in a trips formation. Puente in the backfield. 3 rushers coming for Fairview. Baker looks, flushed, throws, nobody home. It's incomplete. And it'll be 2nd down and 10. They're doing everything they can to keep him right there and in the pocket. There were multiple spies on that one. And it'll be 2nd down and 10. For Edgerton here at their own 9-yard line. 3 receivers set to the left, 1 receiver to the right, 1 running back. It's a quarterback draw for Baker. Slithers to the outside and didn't get much. Maybe a yard on the play before he was tripped up. Meade got him around the ankles. And it will be 3rd and long now. 3rd and 9 from their own 10-yard line. Three receivers left, 1 to the right. Got to cash in. Cannot go 3 and out. Pass is behind, but a great adjustment by Sanchez, who makes the grab and then gets good yardage after the catch across the 20 to the 23-yard line. That's a pitch and catch of 13 on the play, and it'll be a 1st down. 30-0, Paulding. Still in the first quarter. That thing can be a running clock at any time. I mean, Paulding is just not taking anybody for granted right now, leveling all competition when they are the big favorite. Roll out to the right. Baker throws high, incomplete. Wanted Gibson. It was a pair of 11s on that far side. Gibson the target, and the coverage from Jonathan Huffman. It'll be 2nd down and 10. 51 seconds to play, first quarter. 27-6 Fairview on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. It will be a 2nd and 10 for Edgerton at their own 23. 2 receivers and a wing, make it 2 receivers and a tight end to the right. 1 receiver to the left. Puente the lone setback. 3 down linemen. It's a quarterback zone read and a keep and muscling it out. Good job of dragging Chase Phillips that time by Baker. That's a physical run of 3 for Baker. And it'll be 3rd down coming up. From the 26, it'll be 3rd and 7. If Edgerton wants to, they can take this thing and bleed out the opening quarter clock here. But they are going to go to the line of scrimmage. 20 seconds left in the quarter. Play clock isn't running. I don't know if there's a malfunction because that play clock isn't running. So 3rd down and 7 from the 26-yard line. Now Baker may not snap it at all. 8 seconds. 7, 6. And now a stoppage for some reason. Now the officials wind it. I think it was an inadvertent whistle. And now I think Edgerton's just content to bring this thing all the way to the end of the quarter. They will. What a start for Fairview in this one, as Fairview jumps all over the Bulldogs after one. 27-6 Fairview. You're listening to Week 8 of high school football coverage on B-Rock Sports.
If you're looking to try a brand new pizza place, try the Route 6 Pizza Barn in Edgerton. The Route 6 Pizza Barn has amazing pizza. In fact, many are raving that it's the best pizza they've ever had. They feature hand-tossed, thin, homemade deep dish, and there's even a gluten-free crust option. The Route 6 Pizza Barn is also known for their cheesy bread, along with delicious grinders, pizza bowls, calzones, wings, Cinesticks, and more. Open 7 days a week for dine-in, delivery, or pickup. The Route 6 Pizza Barn, proud supporters of the Edgerton Bulldogs. In Ohio, water is everything, and AG Irrigation in Edgerton is your trusted valley dealer. Whether you run pivots or are just exploring irrigation options, AG Irrigation offers expert service and support for any brand of pivot. With deep farming experience and a commitment to your success, they deliver precision irrigation solutions that help your crops thrive even in drought. Call AG Irrigation today and discover how Valley Systems can transform your yields and simplify fortify your season. Call AG Irrigation at 419-298-0999.
Andy Brigle back with you here on a Friday night. It is 27-6. Fairview leads Edgerton. Coverage tonight being brought to you in part by Fritz Excavating, large and small excavating projects, demolition, concrete, and so much more. Proud backers of the Fairview Apaches. That's Fritz Excavating here in Northwest Ohio. 3rd and 7. Baker wants to throw. Pressure off the edge near side. Flush. Throws on the run. Pass is adjusted to, but unable to hang on is Sanchez as he was belted at the last minute over there on the far side. Big time hit by Logan Olinger is applied, and it'll be 4th down, and Sanchez has to shake the cobwebs off here just a little bit. Good physical play. We talked about Fairview and playing with more physicality than maybe we saw a little bit at times this season, but no question who is winning up front right now on both lines of scrimmage. Sanchez stays on to punt it away, and that's going to be a wobbler that will roll sideways near midfield. Going to only be 23 yards on the punt and no return. Just underway here in the second quarter of play. Happy to have you here with us on a Friday night. All Fairview right now on top 27-6 over Edgerton on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. Fairview's first drive of the second quarter, moving right to left here. They are perfect on the game. 4 possessions, 4 touchdowns. The last 2 drives have been 2 plays and 1 play. In the drive before that, a 3-play drive. Trips to the left, 1 receiver to the right. Beals is the running back. Screen to Olinger. Olinger with a good downfield block now turns it back to the middle of the field. 45, has a wall in the middle. He's at the 40. Got another block. He's at the 30. 25, 20. Weaving through traffic. 10, 5. Did he step out of bounds? He did. Pushed out at about the 8, and now a late flag. And I mean, they already had spotted him at the 8-yard line when the flag came in. So let's hold on here. Is there going to be an illegal block on Fairview? And that would have been way behind the play. They threw it. I think that's what's being signaled. It's going to be a hold on Fairview on that downfield. So you're going to wipe away 42, and Edgerton catches a big break. And Olinger, on a couple of catches tonight, has barely had a fingertip laid on him. So it will go down as a catch and run, but now the gain will only be 15 yards. Olinger's like, dudes, he cost me about 20, 25 yards on stats. Second down, or make it first down, I beg your pardon. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line of Edgerton. 27-6 Fairview, 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right, a pair of running backs in the backfield, and one of them gets the call. This is Huffman bouncing to the right. He's at the 30. Huffman down to the sideline, 25, 20, and inside the 20 to the 15-yard line on the play. As Huffman will rumble for 21 on that carry. And they are in business again with a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. 2 receivers to the left, 1 receiver to the right. Beals and Huffman in the backfield here with a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. It's a give on the sweep, and Huffman's got a block initially, ran back into the arms. Good open field tackle made by Maddox Baker. 6 more on the run for John Huffman, and it will be 2nd down and 4 from the 8-yard line. Whatever Fairview is trying tonight, they are finding success through the air, on the ground. Downfield, flares, screen passes. They are just clicking on all cylinders. 2nd down and 4 at the 8-yard line. 10:45 left in the first half. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Beals in the backfield along with Garza. Rolling to the right side. Garza was the intended receiver initially in the flat, and now it's just going to be thrown away. And a good decision that time made by Zedike. Will Zedike didn't have anything, so he just flushed it, and let's live for another down. 37-0. Paulding now with the lead. 29-0. Montpelier out in front. over Hilltop. That is still in the first half. So 3rd and 4. Fairview hasn't stared a lot of third downs down yet in this game. And this is the Wildcat formation. Olinger with Grinnell Dennis. It's Olinger running. Olinger found a crease, and Olinger is into the end zone for the touchdown. 8 yards on the TD run for Logan Olinger. And that makes it 33-6. They have found success this season in that Wildcat formation. That ends up being a 6-play, 50-yard drive. And what will Fairview do here? They are going to go for 2. Late substitutions. Play clock is now down to 10. 3 receivers left, 1 receiver right, empty backfield. Play clock at 5. Screen to the near side. This is going to be a double pass, looking toward the end zone, and boy, firing a bullet is Brody Williams, and it's incomplete. Score on the Andres O'Neill & Lowe scoreboard. Fairview leading Edgerton 33-6, 10.5 to go. First half on B-Rock Sports.
Are you looking to make a difference in your community? The Fraternal Order of Eagles, Erie 2233 in Bryan, with a membership of more than 1,600, are committed in the support of all area schools and charities, with annual donations totaling more than $200,000. We committed to being an organization defined by people helping people. Our Erie features live entertainment on weekends and a kitchen that is open to the public, with daily breakfast, lunch, and dinner specials, and Friday night fish fries starting every fall throughout the school year. If you're interested in being a part of an organization of people helping people, stop in and fill out a membership application today. We at the Fraternal Order of Eagles offer a one-time free first-year dues to all veterans, police, fire, and supporting first responders. For specific rules, stop in at 221 South Walnut Street in Bryan. To the listening audience on WBNO and WQCT, we say thank you and good luck to all area athletes in tonight's contest.
33-6, Fairview. Didn't see this one coming here tonight on the Andres O'Neill & Lowe scoreboard. 6 plays, 50 yards. Olinger, an 8-yard TD run for the touchdown. Still almost an entire second quarter, 10.5 left here in the second quarter as this kick is banged toward Gibson. He has it at the 5, far side. 10, 15, looking for a block. 20, got one. 25, 30, only Vandermeid to beat, and he'll save him from going farther. Elijah Aaron was there as well, but it was the open field tackle made that time by Landrick Vandermeid, and Edgerton has their best starting field position of the game. They'll begin this drive 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line until we see the flag behind the play. It's an illegal block in the back on Edgerton. So they get their best starting field position, and it's all erased by a penalty. And that will take them back to near the 20-yard line, probably right on the 20, because that flag is sitting at the 30. I mean, that's 29 yards of field position on a night where you really can't get anything positive going. Other than that opening drive. Edgerton looked terrific on the opening drive of the game. But since then, it's been all Fairview. 2 receivers both ways. 1 running back next to Baker. Man in motion is Parker Eldon. They go zone read and a keep, and now it's a pass on an RPO and the run, and able to slither across the 20 to the 23-yard line is going to be Baker, so he'll run for about 3. It'll be 2nd down and 7 as the stop is made by Adam Spangler with a little help also from Steven Mendez. Mendez just a sophomore, Spangler a senior. 2nd down and 7 for Edgerton at their own 23-yard line. Again, moving left to right. 33-6 Fairview, 9:45 to go, first half. 2 receivers both ways. Back to throw. It's a snap that's low and away. Baker picks it up. Now just going to try to get what he can and throws into the flat. It's caught by Eldon. Eldon across the 30 to the 35-yard line. Parker Eldon wrestled down there. What a terrific job by Maddox Baker to get a completion for 12 yards on the play. I mean, low snap, bad snap, pressure coming, got away from traffic, dumped it to Eldon, who found himself open. And it'll be 1st and 10 out to the 35-yard line. 2-by-2 look wide receiver set with a running back in the backfield. Firing to the far side. Sanchez in open space at the 35. He's to the 40. He's to the 45-yard line. Pitch and catch for 10 for Kellen Sanchez. That is his 4th catch of the game for 36 yards. And it'll be a 1st and 10. Nose of the football touching the 46-yard line. Under 9 to play in the half. It's 33-6 Fairview. 3 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. Sanchez in the backfield. Baker to throw. Baker flushed. Now directing traffic downfield. Baker dumps it to Sanchez, who steps out of bounds pretty much at midfield. Yep, that's where they'll spot him. It's a gain of 4 on the play to Sanchez. And it will be 2nd down and 6 from midfield. Edgerton left to right, going trips formation to the left. 1 receiver to the right. Sanchez in the backfield. From the gun, Baker, check that. It was Curl. The fire to the near side. It's low and away, intended for Gibson. Huffman had coverage. That was Tucker Curl in the backfield. I stand corrected there. So now it'll be 3rd and 6 Edgerton at midfield. Now you're at midfield. As long as you don't lose a ton of yardage here. If you don't pick up the first down in a 33-6 game in the first half, this is 4-down territory, you have to believe. 3 receivers left, 2 receivers to the right, so it's an empty backfield. 3 rushers coming for Fairview. They'll drop 8 into coverage here. Have a spy on Baker. Baker looks. Now pressure off the edge. Steps away initially. Look out from behind. Couple of big D linemen chasing. Passes thrown behind the intended target, incomplete. I mean, coming to get him in a hurry were a pair of defenders. Leading that charge was Mendez. And it will now be 4th down at midfield. And as anticipated, it will be at the 4-down territory mark, and they will go for it. 4th down and 6 from midfield. 4 receivers left, 1 receiver right, empty backfield, 3, and now here comes Mendez on a blitz. Flower picked him up, now spinning away. Baker is now back 25, almost 30 yards. Baker gets a block. Baker throws down the sideline. It's incomplete. A whirling dervish back there was Maddox Baker, but had nothing to show for it, and Edgerton will give it up on downs. And Fairview will start at the 50-yard line. First and 10 from the 50 for Fairview. 29-8, Montpelier leads Hilltop in the first half of that TAC matchup. 5 wide look for Fairview. 3 receivers wide to the right, 2 receivers to the left to the short side. Zedike with pressure coming up the middle. It was a tunnel screen that was broken up nicely by Puente. Terrific job reading screen that time. And it'll be 2nd down and 10. So 2nd and 10, Fairview at midfield. 8:16 left in the first half. 33-6 Fairview on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. 2-by-2 receiver set. Grinnell Dennis in the backfield. On this 2nd down and 10. Fairview's found some success running. There's a little push pass to Meade. Meade at the 50. Meade at the 45. Meade at the 40. Meade into the secondary. Wrestled down at the 34-yard line on the play. And they get Gavin Meade involved there. And it'll be a 1st down and 10 at the 34-yard line. Although we do have a flag down on the play. So hold the phone here. It's going to be another hold. Nope, it's a dead ball, unsportsmanlike. So the down will count. It was after the play, and that'll bring them back to the 49-yard line. 44-0 Patrick Henry. 44-0 Paulding with the lead. So it is a 1st and 10 back at the 49-yard line. 3 receivers right, 2 receivers to the left. Empty backfield for Zedike here on the 1st and 10. Zedike over the middle, and he's got a man wide open, and Fritsch can't make the haul in. Shady Fritsch had blown by everybody in the secondary, and it is incomplete. 2nd down and 10. Eden leading North Central 20-7. Second down and 10 from the 49-yard line. 3 receivers right, 1 to the left here. 1 running back in Grinnell Dennis. 3 down linemen. A little bit of a high snap. Zedike, screen. They slip Grinnell Dennis out. 50, 45, 40. Bulls his way, runs over tacklers. Look at him rumble down to the 24-yard line. 2 Bulldogs tried to bring him down, and he bounced off them like it was nothing. Grinnell Dennis out of the backfield with the reception for a big gain of 24 and a 1st down pickup to the 25-yard line. 1st and 10 Apaches at the 25. Trips to the right, 1 receiver left. Grinnell Dennis in the backfield. 33-6 Fairview. High snap, and it's way over Zedike's head. He goes and gets it at the 40, is under pressure, getting away from traffic, and this is a huge loss of 15 on the play. A bad snap, a big-time momentum killer for the time being. That Eden North Central game at 20-7 has 5 minutes left in the first half of play there. We're nearing the 7-minute mark left in our first half. Fairview leads 33-6. They have a 2nd down now and 25 back at the Edgerton 40. 2-by-2 wide receiver look. Olinger in motion to the far side. This could be screen. Nope. Olinger gets into the pattern. Zedike, a seam route. They got Fritsch again, and he can't bring that one in. Maybe a touch overthrown. Shady Fritsch would love to have a second pass back as well tonight. He's blowing by the defenders. They've just been unable to make that connection. But that route has been wide open, and now it is 3rd and 25 from the 40-yard line. You're listening to high school football coverage on WBNO-FM in Bryan. Fairview up 33-6. Doug Rakes is asking the official for something here, or is he talking to Will Zedike? He's talking to Will Zedike. Beg your pardon. Just hand signaling a call in. He moved out kind of near the referee. Play clock at 1 as they get the snap off. Zedike flush to the right. Zedike on the move, throws over the middle. Sliding grab made by Huffman near the 20-yard line. They just picked up 20 of the 25 right there. John Huffman having a good game tonight. And now a very doable 4th and 5, and obviously they'll go for it. Even though they could technically kick a Vandermeer field goal. He made one from 41 last week. This would be about 37 or 8, but they'll go for it at the 6.5-minute mark. 4th down and 5 from the 20. 3 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. Here's the snap. Roll out left. Zedike on the move. Zedike is going to be hit, and he's going to be sacked. Jackson Flower knifing in and dumping Zedike back at the 28-yard line. That'll be a loss of 8, and finally, Edgerton gets a stop against this Fairview offense tonight. And Edgerton will take over on downs, 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line with still plenty of time. 6:20 left in the first half of play. You're listening here on High School Football Friday. Glad you could stay with us here, be with us here, and potentially stay with us on this Friday night coverage. 33-6 Fairview, 2 receivers both ways. Baker brings Eldon in motion. They zone read and keep it. Throw over the middle is going to be caught. Huffman peeled off his receiver. What a catch and concentration by Kellen Sanchez. And now Huffman gets up a little bit hobbled. That's a gain out to the 47-yard line. A pickup of 18 on the play as Baker hooks up here on the near side to Sanchez. Great job by Huffman, and an even better job then by Sanchez to hang on. Baker on a 1st and 10 at the 47. Baker coming up and running now, and he is sandwiched at midfield. He'll run for 3, but Grinnell Dennis and Gage Mullins make him pay the price. It'll be 2nd down and 7 for Edgerton at midfield. Moving left to right, 33-6 Fairview. 5.5 and counting to play in the first half here on WBNO FM Bryan. Must score for Edgerton to have any kind of a pulse moving forward in a 33-6 game. Baker on the give to Curl. Curl able to navigate his way for about 3, but multiple flags come flying in. Thrown in the area of a potential hold unless you have a face mask on the tackle or a hands to the face, but I tend to believe this is going to be a holding. Oh, no, it's going to be you don't see the going low like a chop block type call against the defense very often. Good run for Curl for 5. And now this is going to be a 15-yarder. That will take Edgerton a little deeper into Fairview territory. This will bring it down to the 38-yard line. 29-14 now, Montpelier and Hilltop. So edging just a little bit more respectable. 2 receivers both ways here for Edgerton. Curl in the backfield on a 1st and 10 now at the 38-yard line. Baker wants to throw. Pump fake. Baker with late pressure. Got away from Spangler. Now rolling to the far side. Baker on the move downfield. Pass is caught. Did he stay in bounds? Yes. Coming back for the ball, Sanchez. Baker again, another highlight reel. Scramble and completion, and there's that connection again with Kellen Sanchez. It's a gain of 14 to the 24-yard line. Adam Spangler is going to see that whiff in his dreams tonight. Nightmares, more like it, because he had a shot at Baker, and then poof, he was gone. And now we get a Fairview timeout. 4:57 left to play. First half of football. 33-6 Fairview. Edgerton, though, on the move, nearing the red zone when we come back.
The lights are on, the crowd is loud, and the action is here. High school sports are back, and Bryan Home Center is proud to cheer on our hometown teams all season long. When the game's over, bring that winning spirit home with incredible deals on furniture, mattresses, flooring, and outdoor poly furniture. Whether it's a recliner for watching the highlights or new flooring for your home turf, Bryan Home Center has you covered. Proud supporter of local athletes, Bryan Home Center in the old Rite Aid building in Bryan. Stop in today and save big.
Well, first timeout used tonight by either team, spent by Fairview. Maybe to give their defense a little bit of a blow here, chasing Maddox Baker on this drive. He and Sanchez just have that kind of that magical connection. We've seen it, well, for most of 2 years now, certainly all of this season. 1st and 10, Edgerton at the 24 of Fairview. Hash mark far side the spot. 3 receivers come to the right, 1 receiver to the left. There is a running back standing to the left. Make that to the right of Baker. That's Puente in the backfield. At the 4:57 mark. You know now it's 4 downs certainly to get in here in a 33-6 game. Baker awaiting the snap. Belt high, rolls right, looking on the move. Being chased, throws it away. Didn't have anything. There was Spangler again in his grill, as it's incomplete. live for another down. Good heads-up decision that time by Maddox Baker. 2nd and 10 from the 24. Fairview electing mostly tonight to rush only 3, maybe a 4th. There has been the sporadic blitzer, but it's been a combination of Steven Mendez and Adam Spangler who kind of find where Baker's at. They've got to him only once or twice, but they've had him on the run all night long. Baker's made a lot of great individual plays. Baker wants to throw here. Wheel route, initially the route for Sanchez, nothing there. Now a dump pass to Curl, who started to run, didn't have the football, and it falls incomplete. The number one option on that route was a wheel route to Sanchez, and a great job by Meade and then Aaron picking him up and recognizing wheel route from the get-go. 3rd and 10 from the 24 of Fairview. 2 receivers both ways. Curl is the single setback for Edgerton on this 3rd down and 10. Again, 3 down linemen. Fake the give. Screen is short. Intended target Gibson. And now it'll be 4th and 10. And certainly the offense goes for it here. 4th and 10 at the Fairview 24. You haven't been down here very often. This is just the second trip this deep into Fairview territory. The first drive of the game, Edgerton went 76 yards in 7 plays and scored. 4th down and 10. Line to gain is the 14. 33-6 Apaches. 4:42 left in the half. 2-by-2 look with the receivers. Puente in the backfield. Snap comes. Baker looks, flush to the right. Baker on the move. Baker trying to get away, throws down towards the end zone and threw that one through the end zone and incomplete. He knew he wasn't going to be able to run for the first down, so just took a shot downfield and falls to the turf incomplete, and Edgerton gets down there but unable to cash in, and Fairview takes over 1st down and 10. 27-7 now, Eden leading North Central in that TAC matchup. So Fairview starting this drive at their own 24-yard line with a 1st and 10. They finally got stopped after getting great field position on the last drive, starting at midfield, unable to cash in. A trio of receivers to the left, twins to the right, so an empty backfield for Will Zedike. Now Kellen Beals comes into the backfield. Zedike on the give to Beals. Beals, little stutter step in the hole, found some daylight and able to get across the 30 to about the 31-yard line. Puente in on the stop. As Beals will have, about 7? 7 to the 31-yard line. 2nd down and 3 for Fairview. Trips to the left, twins to the right. 2nd and 3, Fairview at the 31-yard line. Zedike, curl route, caught. Olinger at the 35, steps away from one tackle, out to the 40. Still on his feet, runs into a couple of Bulldogs. Curl and Flower bring him down. That will be a gain of 13 on the pass play to Olinger. Olinger with his 4th catch of the game. And it's 1st and 10 out to the 44-yard line. 33-6, 3:40 to go in the half. Zedike throws and a diving, almost picked off. Good read by Sanchez, who stepped in front of Huffman. It falls incomplete. Good to see John Huffman back out there after he kind of hobbled off on the last sequence defensively. 44-0. I said that twice now. Paulding, 44-0 over Hicksville. Montpelier, 37-14 now over Hilltop. Still in the first half of both those games. 4 receivers set to the right, 1 to the left. Zedike, a screen to Garza, far side. Cannot get away from Gibson. Great job that time to get him in the open field. It's a loss of 1. A loss of 1 on the play for Garza and Fairview. And it will be a 3rd and long for Fairview near their own 44-yard line. Taking a little more time here as we near the 3-minute mark left in the first half. 33-6 Fairview. Edgerton does get the football to start the second half. 12 on the play clock, so plenty of time there. Will Edgerton bring a little extra pressure here on 3rd and 11? Back to throw is Zedike. Nope, 4-man rush. Zedike with time. Zedike looking. Now throws downfield and tipped away defensively by Maddox Baker, who stepped in front of the Fairview intended target, Olinger. And what's this? A punting situation for Fairview. On to punt is Jonathan Huffman. Has been solid in the punting game all season long. Clock stops at 2:46. Edgerton has all 3 timeouts left. They have Kellen Sanchez deep, awaiting this punt near his 20-yard line. Huffman, no pressure coming, spirals it up the field, and it will hit at the 25, and Sanchez makes sure it gets out of bounds near the 20-yard line. So a 36-yard punt, no return. Edgerton a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Don't forget the main stops of Northwest Ohio. Halftime show coming your way here in just a moment. Edgerton a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Puente in the backfield. 2 receivers right, 1 receiver to the left. Tight end to the right is Gibson. Baker in the gun. Baker on the quarterback draw. Baker nowhere to run. In fact, ran right into the waiting arms of Adam Spangler. They'll give him a yard on forward progress, and that'll be it. It'll be 2nd down and 9, Edgerton at the 21-yard line. Paulding and Hicksville will be a running clock second half in a 44-0 game. So Paulding going to go to 8-0. They finish with Tenora and Antwerp to finish the season. Fairview has Wayne Trace and Hicksville. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Back to throw is Baker. Wants the out route, and it's picked off by Olinger at the 35. A force that time. He wanted Sanchez, and it is an INT here on the near side. Great read by Olinger. And Fairview now with a golden opportunity, 1:50 and 2 timeouts left as they'll start on the Edgerton 38-yard line. Maddox knew as soon as he let it loose, it was a ball that should not have been thrown. That's his 2nd pick of the night thrown. By the way, the 11th INT by the Fairview defense on the season. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Grinnell Dennis goes in motion. They throw the flare to him at the 40. Grinnell Dennis gets a block, turns the corner 30, 25, runs through Flower and company, 20, 15, down near the 12-yard line. And that is a big swing pass of 26 yards. Grinnell Dennis, a big-time option out of the backfield. He has 2 catches for 50 yards on the game. They'll wind the clock. It's a 1st and 10 Fairview at the 12-yard line of Edgerton. 90 seconds to play here in this first half. It is 33-6. A touchdown by Fairview here means we start the second half in a running clock. Trips to the left, 1 receiver to the right. Grinnell Dennis in motion. They fake the screen to him. Quarterback draw Zedike. He's at the 10. Zedike at the 5. Cutback. He's into the end zone, or did he step out? I think he stepped out. No, he scored. Touchdown on the play. Beg your pardon. Zedike on the 12-yard TD run. And that'll make it 39-6. A 2-play, 38-yard drive. There is no running clock now, even though it's at the point you need it to be at. Don't start that till the second half. It is 39-6 with 1:09 left in this first half of football. Vandermeer trying to tack on the extra point, and he does. 40-6 Fairview. End of the first half when we return in just a moment.
Are you ready to tackle your next projects with the best equipment in town? Then look no further than Black Swamp Equipment, serving Bryant, Archbold, and Defiance. Right now, we have incredible deals on Steel chainsaws. Whether you're a seasoned pro or a weekend warrior, Steel has you covered. And that's not all. Need to chip or split that wood? We've got you covered with wood chipper and wood splitter rentals too. But wait, there's more. Our Milwaukee tool sale is happening now. Upgrade your toolkit with top quality Milwaukee tools at unbeatable prices. Stop in or give us a call to discover everything that's on sale. Black Swamp Equipment. Locations in Bryan, Archbold, and Defiance.
1:09 left in the first half of football. It is 39-6 Fairview here on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. If you're just joining us, Fairview checking in at 6-1, Edgerton 5-2. Lots of computer points on the line here in this one as you look ahead. Fairview trying to keep the pressure on Paulding. They need some help. They need a Paulding loss, and Fairview would need to win out to have any chance at sharing the GMC championship this season. Gibson, who's had some solid returns, has this one at the 3. He's to the 10, to the 15, to the 20. Got the corner, 25, and then submarine tackled by Elijah Aaron at the 25-yard line. Aaron, playing his first year of varsity football, is a major contributor on the defense and special teams for this Apaches team. So Edgerton will begin at their own 25-yard line. 1st and 10, 59 seconds left. Bulldogs do have all 3 timeouts. Pick a phase of football tonight, and Fairview has won it resoundingly. Trio of receivers go left, twins to the right. On this 1st and 10 at the 25, Baker with the empty set. Off the edge, here comes Meade. Gets to him, but he steps away and throws incomplete. That is now 5 straight incompletions thrown by Maddox Baker. And it'll be 2nd and 10 at the 25. Fairview's game plan has been sensational tonight and executed not to a T, because Edgerton has scored. They look good on their first drive. Fairview has adjusted since then. Edgerton's gotten some yardage here and there, but Fairview has not broken after that first drive. Here's a quarterback draw for Baker. Ran right into the waiting arms of the big D tackle. It'll be a loss of 1 on the rush for Baker. And now somebody's spending a timeout, and it is Fairview who will use the timeout. We're going to keep it right here with 42 seconds left, thinking maybe they can get it back again with this offense. It's a 3rd and 11 for Edgerton at their own 24. Coverage tonight of high school football being brought to you in part by Yarger Flegel Investments. Yarger Flegel will partner with you on your investment journey. They can help with an income plan when you're ready to retire, and they'll help get you the best fixed rates for your savings. Phone Tom, Lynn, or Shelley today at 419-298-2000. Coverage tonight is also being presented to you by Fritsch Excavating, featuring work on large and small excavating projects, demolition, concrete work, so much more from Fritsch Excavating. All you need to do is get in touch with them today for your next excavating job. Fritsch Excavating, proud supporters of the Fairview Apaches. So 40-6 Fairview on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. It's a 3rd and 11 for Edgerton at their own 24-yard line. Baker has 3 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right, 3 down linemen for Fairview. Now they may bring Meade off the edge. A late blitz from Meade, stepping up, and a sack for Fairview. All the way back inside the 20-yard line. And Fairview, they are sharks in the water now, smelling this Edgerton blood as they are going and just pinning their ears to go get the quarterback. They'll spend a timeout. They're going to make Edgerton punt this with 32 seconds. Now it's a decision here for Doug Rakes. Will they come get the punter, or will they set up a return here? It's 4th and 18, back at the 17-yard line. We are going to begin the second half in a running clock situation. We know that. In some way, shape, or form. I mean, we do know that. Edgerton's not going to score here. Edgerton will get the ball to start the second half. But right now, the spread is 34. Halftime finally in that Montpelier Hilltop game. That's still one-sided. Actually, it's not halftime. Montpelier still with 3.5 to go in the first half. Maulding Hilltop 45-14. We'll check in with some scores around the area at halftime on our Main Stops halftime show. Sanchez standing at his 5, awaiting this snap. Pressure, nope, it's a fake punt thrown up in the air for Gibson, and it's incomplete. Didn't ever have a chance, and Gibson paid the price as Olinger and Huffman had coverage, and Huffman put the blow on him. He gets up now and walks off. Edgerton just trying to do anything here to make something positive happen. Fairview will have 26.8 seconds and a drive that will begin at the Edgerton 17-yard line. It'll be first down and 10. Fairview, by the way, has no timeouts. First and 10 at the 17. They'll empty the backfield. 3 receivers to the right, 2 receivers to the left. Zedike gets the snap. Zedike pump, looks for the end zone. Touchdown, Shady Fritsch with a grab. And Zedike and the offense continuing to hum here in this one. Have a night, Will Zedike. 17-yard and finally able to hook up with Shady Fritsch, who'd had a couple of times he'd gotten behind the defense. Another one-play drive and 17 yards. Vandermaid's PAT coming up, and it is 46-6. Extra point is right down Broadway. 47-6 now. Fairview with the lead. .21 seconds left. Stay tuned for our Main Stops halftime show coming up. We'll take a look at the first half numbers overall. We'll look at the scoring drives, and we'll get you back in studio as well. Rick will check you out on some games that are happening around the area. Game 5 tonight of the ALDS. Detroit at Seattle just underway. Winner of that goes to Toronto for the American League Championship Series. Tomorrow night, Game 5 of the NLDS. Cubs, Brewers, with a winner to get the Dodgers starting Monday night in the National League Championship Series. We know games 1 and 2 of the ALCS will be in Toronto. If Milwaukee wins tomorrow night, the first 2 of the NLCS will be there. If the Cubs win, that series will start in LA. Here's Vandermaid's kickoff. Gibson again. He's had a lot of these tonight, from the 8 to the 10 to the 15 to the 20. And run out of bounds. A lot of contact up the sideline here, but I think all in the field of play. Big time hit laid on Elijah Aaron again in that special teams knock. 13 seconds left. Halftime, Eden leading 27-7 over North Central. Here with 13 seconds left, Edgerton will have it from their own 22-yard line. Probably, are they going to look to throw here with 13 seconds and 3 timeouts? Or happy to get it to halftime. Yep, quarterback draw, Baker, 25-30. Baker at the 35 will run for 13. And that is going to stop the clock momentarily to move the chains with 5.7 left. But Edgerton says, let's get to the locker room, and that's where we will go. Halftime score, and nobody saw this one coming. Fairview 47 and Edgerton 6. Sit tight. Our halftime show gets underway next, presented by the main stops of Northwest Ohio here on B-Rock Sports.
When you're inside this winter, you want to not only be warm, but also have great indoor air quality. Well, Stark's Plumbing and Heating Services features it all with Lennox and iWave. iWave safely treats the air throughout your home, plus kills mold, bacteria, and viruses. It also reduces odors from pets and cooking, reduces allergens, smoke, static electricity, and dust in the air. And best of all, no maintenance, no bulb, no other parts to replace. Check out Stark's at starksphs.com or phone toll-free 1-800-329-4040.
Your door, your style. That's how it should be. Peltz Lumber in Montpelier and Pioneer has the Masonite door that fits your home and your budget. Front entry or pole barn. Masonite doors give you endless glass choices and rot-proof composite or vinyl wrap jambs. Beautiful, durable, and built to last. Replace that old leaky door today. Warm up in your home and make a statement while you're at it. Peltz Lumber, building for a new generation. Fall savings are heating up at Donaldson's Ace Hardware on North Union Street in Bryan. Stock up on comfort with buy 3, get 1 free on Ace Basic Pleated Furnace Filters. Power up your projects and save $30 instantly on select DeWalt 20-volt max tools, including reciprocating saw, drill driver kit, impact driver kit, or job site fan. Tools only. And Milwaukee fans, don't miss this. Buy 1 M18 oscillating multi-tool, random orbit sander, or brush drill driver and impact driver kit. Tools only. And get a free M18 compact battery pack. Donaldson's Ace Hardware, your spot for great tools, big savings, and helpful service.
Huddle up, hometown fans. State Bank is here to help you win big this season. Whether you're driving toward a new home, passing on your savings to the next generation, or making the winning play with a business loan, we say, put us in, coach. Make the switch to State Bank. You'll get the home field advantage for all your financial needs. Loan subject to credit approval, yourstatebank.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS 403044.
Welcome back out here to Stauffer Field in Edgerton. Our halftime score is 47-6. Fairview with the lead in this one. Halftime, Wayne Trace leads Antwerp 13-12, and it's Tenora over Ayersville 13-6. We'll have plenty of other score updates to pass along as the night rolls on. Time for us to take another quick break. We'll come back with some of the first half numbers here in this one on B-Rock Sports.
It's game time, and Direct Link is your home team for unbeatable deals. Score big on appliances from GE, Whirlpool, Maytag, Frigidaire, and Amana. Furnish your space with winning style from Ashley Furniture, and sleep like a champion on a Molecule or Puffy mattress. And when the clock's ticking on a repair, Direct Link's all-star service team works on all appliances. Proud to back our local athletes, Direct Link, your hometown connection for quality, comfort, and service.
Whether you need a simple repair or a complete overhaul on your vehicle, Batten Stevens Body Shop is your one-stop shop. Batten Stevens Body Shop on Independence Road in Defiance is the #1 voted body shop in the region. They're the only FCA, Ford, and GM certified body shop in all of Northwest Ohio. And they are your experts on all makes and models. Batten Stevens Body Shop, Defiance. Come in with confidence, drive out with satisfaction.
Newcomers Schaefer, Spangler, and Brininger have served Northwest Ohio for over 120 years. They provide a full range of legal services, including real estate transactions, estate planning and trust administration, elder law, family law, business planning and litigation, personal injury, workers' comp, criminal and traffic defense, and more. Newcomers Schaefer, Spangler, and Brininger also supports the athletes in schools in Northwest Ohio and wish them the best of luck in this game.
Hi, it's Nick Toole from Baldy's Furniture and Mattress in Wasion. Everyday comfort shouldn't be a challenge. Baldy's Furniture and Mattress is Northwest Ohio's lift chair headquarters, and we believe everyone deserves to sit and stand with ease, safety, and dignity. If you or someone you care for is facing mobility issues, discover the life-changing difference of Ultra Comfort and Lazy Boy lift chairs. These aren't just chairs, they're personalized support systems, crafted to ease pain, reduce strain, and bring back independence. Imagine relaxing after a long day, adjusting your chair at the push of a button with pressure-free reclining and gentle lift assistance. Whether it's reading a book, watching TV, or just finding that perfect cozy position, we've got a chair that fits just right. Come see us at Baldy's Furniture and Mattress in the Wasion Plaza and try one of our 29 in-stock lift chairs. Feel the difference, because comfort should never come with compromise, and care starts with the right chair. Baldy's Furniture and Mattress, where comfort meets compassion.
Friday nights are all about hometown pride, and Bryan Home Center is proud to support our local high school athletes this season. Just like your team fights hard under the lights, Bryan Home Center is working hard to bring you the best in furniture, mattresses, flooring, and outdoor poly furniture with savings that make every home a winner. So whether you're cheering from the bleachers or relaxing at home after the game, Bryan Home Center has the comfort and style you need. Bryan Home Center in the old Rite Aid building in Bryan, supporting the community, supporting the teams, and supporting you.
Montpelier leads 51-14 over Hilltop as they are inching closer to the halftime there. Here, our Main Stops halftime show. It is 47-6. Let's recap the scoring in this one. Fairview scoring on virtually every possession they had. Grinnell Dennis, a 3-yard TD run on the game's opening possession, capping a 10-play, 65-yard drive to make it 7-0. Edgerton would answer right back, their best drive of the night, 7 plays, 76 yards. Maddox Baker, the TD run of 33 yards. Good run there. They missed the PAT. It was 7-6. Fairview would answer right back on a quick 3-play, 70-yard drive. Zedike on a 15-yard TD run made it 14-6. Edgerton would throw an INT. Fairview would start at their own 37. A couple of plays later, Zedike would find Logan Olinger on a screen, and he'd house it 73 yards, and it was 21-6. Following an Edgerton 3 and out, Fairview had a quick strike, 1-play, 41-yard drive, Zedike to Gavin Garza, and it was 27-6 as the extra point was no good in that one. Following another Edgerton punt, Fairview would start at midfield. They'd go 50 yards in 6 plays. Olinger out of the Wildcat, the final 8 yards, and it was 33-6. Both teams would give it up on downs on back-to-back possessions and then throw another one in there for Edgerton. Then following a Fairview punt, Edgerton would throw an INT. Fairview starts at the 38. They needed only 2 plays. Zedike the final 12 yards on the run, and it was 40-6. Late in the first half, Edgerton pinned deep, but they would try a fake punt. Wouldn't work. 1 play after that from the 17-yard line, Zedike found Shady Fritsch on a 17-yard TD pass. That completes the scoring, 47-6. Fairview handling Edgerton in this one. We'll have more on the Main Stops halftime show. We'll come back and get into some individual numbers here on B-Rock Sports.
Are you looking to make a difference in your community? The Fraternal Order of Eagles, Erie 2233 in Bryan, with a membership of more than 1,600, are committed in the support of all area schools and charities, with annual donations totaling more than $200,000. We committed to being an organization defined by people helping people. Our Erie features live entertainment on weekends at a kitchen that is open to the public, with daily breakfast, lunch, and dinner specials, and Friday night fish fries starting every fall throughout the school year. If you're interested in being a part of an organization of people helping people, stop in and fill out a membership application today. We at the Fraternal Order of Eagles offer a one-time free first-year dues to all veterans, police, fire, and supporting first responders. For specific rules, stop in at 221 South Walnut Street in Bryan. To the listening audience on WBNO and WQCT, we say thank you and good luck to all area athletes in tonight's contest. For over 40 years, Edgerton Forge has been forging more than just metal. We've built a legacy of strength, precision, and pride, just like our very own Edgerton Bulldogs. From the shop floor to the football field, hard work and dedication are what define excellence. As Edgerton Forge continues to innovate, backed by our ISO 9001 certified processes, the Bulldogs continue to evolve into one well-oiled winning machine. Edgerton Forge wishes all the athletes the best of luck in tonight's big game. Go Bulldogs!
Who doesn't love being number one? When your team's dominating the standings, or your favorite band rocks the charts at number one, it feels good, right? Kind of like how it feels when you have auto insurance with State Farm. Because making you feel like number one is an honor your local State Farm agent takes seriously. Through the good times and not so good, your State Farm agent's proud to be here to help life go right.
Call your State Farm agent, Jody Herman, in downtown Archbold today.
Here at the Williams County Veterans Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veterans Service Office.
Just 3 words tell you everything you need to know. They tell you why we employ more than 2,000 workers at our factory in Virginia Beach, and why over 10,000 local steel dealers are putting battery power in the hands of Americans. Not everyone can say that, but we can. Made in America. Real steel. Find yours.
See Black Swamp Equipment in Bryan, Archbold, and Defiance.
All right, let's dive into some of the numbers here on the Main Stops halftime show. First, for the Fairview Apaches, how about this first half? Again, unofficial numbers, but Will Zedike, 17 of 25, 341 yards, and 3 touchdown passes. Zedike also has a couple more rushing touchdowns, so he's accounted for 5 of the Fairview touchdowns, 4 carries for 20 yards only. Remember, sacks come into effect there. Logan Olinger has a rushing touchdown. He has a couple of carries out of the Wildcat for 13 yards. Drayden Grinnell-Dennis has 3 carries for 31 yards. John Huffman a couple of touches for 27 yards. And Kellen Beals a carry for 7 yards. Receiving, Olinger 4 catches for 125 and a touchdown. Gavin Mead has caught 3 balls for 39 yards. Grinnell-Dennis a couple of receptions for 50 yards out of the backfield. Gavin Garza 3 receptions for 51 yards and a touchdown. And Jonathan Huffman 2 catches for 61 yards and a touchdown. Then Shady Fritsch has a catch on that touchdown reception there and 17 yards. Maddox Baker, tough sledding in the first half, 12 for 24 for a $118 and 2 INTs. He has the only touchdown of the night for Edgerton, a rushing score. He's got 11 carries for 47 yards unofficially and a touchdown. Orlando Puente, 2 carries for 8 yards. Carter Gibson, 2 catches for 34 yards. Kellen Sanchez, 7 catches for 76 yards. And Parker Eldon, a reception for 12 yards in that first half. That completes the look at the unofficial numbers from that first half. Your halftime score again on the Main Stops halftime show is Fairview 47, Edgerton 6. We'll step out, take another break. Rick will be along to update you on some scores around the area here on V-Rock Sports.
This is Tammy Bergman with Andrews O'Neill & Lowe Insurance Agency. At Andrews, we live by a simple principle: treat others how we want to be treated. This means providing you with the highest level of care, respect, and dedication in every interaction. From personalized insurance solutions to our unwavering support for local causes, our goal is to make you feel valued and protected. We're more than just an insurance agency. We're a part of our community committed to making a positive impact. And with our trusted partner, Auto Owners Insurance, you get top-tier coverage and service. Discover the Andrews O'Neill & Lowe difference. Visit AndrewsO'NeillAndLowe.com or call us today, because treating you right is at the heart of everything we do.
Michael Jordan once said, some people want it to happen, some wish it would happen, and others make it happen. The Edgerton Bulldogs want it, wish for it, and make it happen. The Edgerton Athletic Boosters want to thank all of the Edgerton athletes for their hard work and dedication, and want to wish the athletes and coaches good luck. So from the Edgerton Athletic Boosters, go get 'em Bulldogs. We're behind you all of the way. Good luck to all the Edgerton athletes.
Chad Hall with Spartan Crop Insurance is your locally owned and trusted agent for close to 20 years. Chad has built strong relationships, so you know he's working hard for you by helping you make informed decisions. And with Spartan Crop Insurance, you'll have the peace of mind even on the hardest days. Good luck to all area teams from Chad Hall and Spartan Crop Insurance Agency. Spartan Crop Insurance is what we do all day, every day. An equal opportunity employer.
Innovative Ag Management of Hicksville handles all of your ag needs. Chemicals, GPS soil testing, GPS fertilizer, lime and chicken manure application, corn, soybean, wheat, and small seed and more. Call Mike, Joe, or Ryan today at 419-658-8423. Innovative Ag Management, proud supporters of the Fairview Apaches.
At Eden Farmers Co-op, with locations in Eden, Edgerton, and Montpelier, they're more than just your neighborhood country store. They're here to make your life easier. They carry a complete line of pet supplies, animal feed, bird food, and outdoor products. Plus, they offer Land O'Lakes feed, seed treatment, grain storage and drying, fertilizer, soil sampling, and top-notch feed mill services. Their knowledgeable and friendly staff is always ready to help. Eden Farmers Co-op, trusted by neighbors like you. Stop by today.
Look at your halftime scores around the area on B-Rock. Paulding leads Hicksville 44-0. Fairway is on top of Edgerton 47-6. Patrick Henry is leading Archibald 21-7. Montpelier has a lead on Hilltop 34-14. Liberty Center leads Delta 32-0. Elida is on top of Defiance 21-20. Tenora leads Ayersville 10-6. Eden is leading North Central 27-7. Wauseon has a lead on Bryan 21-14, and Evergreen leads Swanton 39-2. Those are look at your high school sports around the area.
If you're looking to try a brand new pizza place, try the Route 6 Pizza Barn in Edgerton. The Route 6 Pizza Barn has amazing pizza. In fact, many are raving that it's the best pizza they've ever had. They feature hand-tossed, thin, homemade deep dish, and there's even a gluten-free crust option. The Route 6 Pizza Barn is also known for their cheesy bread, along with delicious grinders, pizza bowls, calzones, wings, Cinesticks, and more. Open 7 days a week for dine-in, delivery, or pickup. The Route 6 Pizza Barn, proud supporters of the Edgerton Bulldogs. AG Irrigation in Edgerton is your trusted valley dealer and a leader in irrigation and pivot service. Known for delivering top-tier support, they service any brand of pivot and offer solutions tailored to Ohio farmers. Whether you're running a system or just considering irrigation, AG Irrigation brings the expertise and reliability your operation needs. While others talk, AG Irrigation delivers, because irrigation isn't a sideline, it's their specialty. Call AG Irrigation at 419-298-0999.
When you're inside this winter, you want to not only be warm, but also have great indoor air quality. Well, Stark's Plumbing and Heating Services features it all with Lennox and iWave. iWave safely treats the air throughout your home, plus kills mold, bacteria, and viruses. It also reduces odors from pets and cooking, reduces allergens, smoke, static electricity, and dust in the air. And best of all, no maintenance, no bulb, no other parts to replace. Check out Stark's at starksphs.com or phone toll-free 1-800-329-4040.
Winter is on its way, and Old Man Winter is ready to blow into your home. Stop him in his tracks with Anderson Replacement Windows, the windows you can trust from the company you can trust. Peltz Lumber in Montpelier and Pioneer. With a name like Anderson, you know your windows will last a lifetime. Quality, reliability, and durability. You can count on them. Grab your tape measure and call Peltz Lumber today. Get your new replacement windows before Old Man Winter comes knocking. Peltz Lumber and Andersons, names you can trust.
All right, we're into the final stages of our Main Stops halftime show. 47-6, Fairview with the lead. We'll begin the second half and probably play, if not all, most, I would guess, all of the second half in a running clock situation. Let's update the high school football computer ratings as play began tonight. Up in Division 3, Region 10, Defiance still some work to do, but they are at least on the radar. Remember, top 12 teams advance. They are 16th this week in Division 3, Region 10. In Division 4, Region 14, Napoleon sits 4th as play began tonight, and Van Wert was 10th. In Division 5, Region 18, Liberty Center churning their way toward a bye week in that opening round. Remember, top 4 seeds get the bye. They are first in that region. You just wonder how much they'll even be challenged in this regional, barring injury, barring turnover type night or whatever. Division 6, Region 22, Archbold is a 3 seed, Paulding a 4 seed, Patrick Henry a 6 seed. Of course, PH and Archbold playing a big-time matchup tonight. Fairview is 7th right now. And with this win tonight, we'll have that chance to move up because of course, Edgerton came in as a 5-win team. In Division 7, Region 26, speaking of Edgerton, they were 5th in points this week. Eden was 11th, and Montpelier still on the outside looking in and would have some work to do. They are 16th. Another tweak to everything. The top three, or not the top three, the first 3 weeks of the playoffs all will be hosted by the higher seed. That's a change. So Halloween night, November 7th, November 14th, through the regional semifinals, those will be higher seed games. Your first neutral site games won't happen until the regional championship games on November 21st. State semifinals then are at neutral sites on Thanksgiving weekend, and then the state title games in Canton, December 4th through the 6th. That'll do it for our halftime show, brought to you by the Main Stops of Northwest Ohio. Always open when you need them, the Main Stops of Northwest Ohio. Second half gets underway when we return to Stauffer Field in Edgerton. 47-6, Fairview with the lead. You're listening to high school football in Week 8 on B-Rock Sports.
Family is at the heart of everything we do. At Midwest Community Federal Credit Union, we understand that your family's needs evolve over time, and we're here to support you through every stage of your journey. Whether it's saving for your kids' education, upgrading to a larger home, or planning for retirement, we're here to help you prioritize what matters most. Join us at Midwest Community, and let's build a stronger financial future for your family. Visit us online at midwestcommunity.org to learn more today.
Camco Industries, with facilities located in West Unity, Ohio and Morenci, Michigan, has openings on all 3 shifts for production and assembly operators. We manufacture interior plastic products for the automotive industry. As an operator, you will be required to visually inspect, trim, assemble, and pack parts, as well as label containers. You must be able to pass an entry-level test and a substance abuse test. Camco also has openings for shipping associates, material handlers, and production leads. Camco offers a complete benefit package. If you would like to join our team, please complete an application online at www.kumi-na.com or in person at Camco, 1001 East Jackson Street, West Unity, Ohio, Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. All rehires will be considered for employment.
United Oil in Ney supplies and delivers home heating oil, farm fuel, diesel, and propane for your home, farm, or business throughout Northwest Ohio and with dependable service and competitive pricing. Call 1-800-962-9839. That's 1-800-962-9839 or stop by United Oil in Ney, serving you with dependable service for over 70 years. United Oil saying good luck to all athletes in this game.
The Jewel Grain Company is your locally owned and agricultural company with locations in Jewel, Ney, Okolona, and Defiance. They offer a range of services including grain storage, transportation, and marketing. The Jewel Grain Company, proud supporters of the Fairview Apaches and all area athletes.
And we welcome you back here. Thanks for tuning in on this Friday night, Week 8 of high school football. All Fairview up 47-6. They've scored 40 unanswered in this game. Coverage tonight being brought to you in part by Yarger Flagle Investments. You can experience the difference with Yarger Flagle Investments. They'll help with a 401k or any company plan rollovers. Phone Tom, Lynn, or Shelley today at 419-298-2000. And coverage tonight is also being presented to you by Fritsch Excavating for all of those large and small excavating projects, along with demolition, concrete work, and so much more. All you need to do is talk with Austin and the crew today at Fritsch Excavating, proud supporters of Fairview Athletics. So we're ready to get this second half underway. Edgerton will have the football first to start the second half. And again, a running clock second half in order here in a 47-6 game as Vandermeid booms it away. He's had good kicks all night. On the run, Gibson with a catch at the 8, to the 10, to the 15, to the 20. He'll cross the 20, and that is about it. As he's wrapped up there, Logan Weed made the stop. It'll be 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line. For those of you that tune in and know these running clock games can go and do go very, very fast. Edgerton would need 2 scores and hold Fairview in check to take the running clock off. It has to get under 30, and right now it's a 47-6 spread. Regulars are out there, obviously, for both teams. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Puente is in the backfield. And it'll be a give to Puente, and he's hit, wrapped up, and lassoed in and brought down in the backfield. Great job again. That D-line has been winning up front all night long. That's a -2 on the carry. It'll be a 2nd down and 12 for Edgerton back at their 19-yard line. It was a 7-6 game after each team had a possession, and then Fairview has turned it into a track meet of their own by scoring 40 unanswered. 2-by-2 look in formations. Eldon in motion to the far side. On the zone read keep, it's an RPO, and Vandermeer and company giving chase. Cannot get there to him. Look at Baker. Get away from trouble, but all that running. The ball came free. Was he down? He was down, and Baker remains down as he was catapulted by a trio of defenders. He lost yardage on the play, ran a long ways to go -3, and they'll put a stoppage on things here for now because it's an injury. Nope, not an injury timeout. They won't put a stop on it. He's up and on his feet. Miles Baker coming in to the lineup, and it's going to be for Maddox. This will be a 3rd and 15 back at the 16-yard line. Punishing night for Baker by that Fairview defense. Not just Maddox Baker. All of the Edgerton players tonight, it has been a punishing night for them because Fairview has been so good up front. And a snap that got away. It was Eldon in at quarterback, and it goes all the way back to the goal line. I don't think it was in the end zone. It wasn't. Mason Eldon, the snap went awry, and now it's 4th and 20 back from the 1-yard line. And Edgerton's going to have to punt it. This has just been one of those nights where, yes, you want to learn something. Yes, you want some takeaways here. But for the most part, I mean, do you just flush a night like this? I mean, this is going to be all that Edgerton can do by not snapping it through the end zone here. I mean, this is as short a snap as you'll get. You can't get the full 10 to 12 yards here when the snap's coming from the goal line. Sanchez waiting. Ohlinger's at the 25-yard line. He's got to get it away one step and does. And a good one by Sanchez. Ohlinger retreats to the 35. Ohlinger on a middle return to the 30. Finds daylight, 20, 15. Little shake and bake move. Now tries to reverse field. Runs into his own man. He's at the 10. Little jitterbug move inside the 10 to the 8-yard line before he is taken out of bounds there. And it'll be 1st and goal just like that for Fairview. And now you have to wonder, will this be the last series for Fairview and Edgerton regulars for that matter? Because you have a big picture for both these teams. Sure, Fairview's going to win tonight. Sure, it's decisive. But as this drive starts as a 1st and goal at the 7, you have playoffs in your wheelhouse for both these teams. You don't want an important kid to get hurt in a blowout situation. 7:40 already left in the game, or in the 3rd quarter of the game. Zedike on an out route through the hands of Ohlinger, just a bit wide, and it's incomplete. 2nd and goal at the 7 coming up. And both coaches will think about that. There's absolutely no reason to see ones playing deep into this game. After 3, Antwerp leads Wayne Trace 20-13. Here it's 47-6 Fairview. They have a 2nd and goal at the Edgerton 7. Beals and Garza in the backfield initially. Now they'll move Garza to the slot. Beals the only running back. There's Meade in motion. There's that push pass to Meade. Meade at the 5. Meade sprinting, cannot get in. Good defense by Edgerton to keep him out of the end zone as Meade runs for 6 on the play. I'm sorry, that's technically a pass on that push pass. That's his 4th catch now for 45 yards. And again, keep in mind, these are unofficial numbers now, but Zedike at 347 through the air tonight, basically in a half a football. It was a gain of 6. It'll be 3rd and goal at the 1. We're already nearing the midway point of this third quarter here on B-Rock 100.9 in Bryan. Olinger in the Wildcat. They bring Bulk in front of him. Grinnell Dennis is back there with him too. Olinger out of the Wildcat, hurdles his way into the end zone for a touchdown. He gets another rushing score tonight, his second of the game. He has one of 8 yards and now from 1 yard out. And that's a 3-play, you don't get these very often, a 3-play, 7-yard drive. And it is now 53-6 Fairview. Vandermeid coming on for the PAT. With 5.5 left in this third quarter. Fairview going to leave here tonight 6-1. I'm sorry, 7-1. 7-1. And they'll move to 4-1. From 3-1 to 4-1 in the GMC as Vandermeid's extra point is good. 54-6, Fairview with the lead. Back to Edgerton in just a moment.
The Fairview Athletic Boosters was formed in 1968 to support athletic teams at Fairview High School. The Boosters' goal for 53 years has been to promote good sportsmanship and give financial support for equipment and venue upgrades for all of their athletes. They try to back all their coaches and athletes on the court, on the mat, on the field, on the diamonds, on the track, on the course, and on the links. They also encourage fans to attend contests in person and root on the Apaches. For information on becoming a Fairview Athletic Booster member, go to the Fairview Facebook page or the Fairview website for details. Thank you for tuning in tonight, and go Apaches! Fall cleanup just got easier and more affordable at Donaldson's Ace Hardware on North Union Street in Bryan. Keep pests away with select Ace Insect Killer, just 2 for $8. Plus huge Ace Rewards exclusives means big savings on top tools. Save $30 instantly on the Ego Power Plus 56-volt handheld blower kit, complete with battery and charger. Or save $20 instantly on select Craftsman B20 tools, the handheld blower, hedge trimmer, string trimmer edger, or portable power cleaner. Donaldson's Ace Hardware, your place for smart savings, powerful tools, and helpful service.
54-6, Fairview leading Edgerton in this one. Wauseon up 35-14 on Bryan as Wauseon is hunting down their first win of the season coming into tonight. Curl reversing field and slid down at about his own 23 on that return. So let me again go through this, see if I can do a better job of telling you records now. Fairview is going to leave here tonight 7-1 and 4-1 in the GMC. Edgerton going to fall to 5-3 and 2-3 in the GMC. Edgerton is now going to be, they won their first 4 of the year, remember, and now they'll be losers of 3 of their last 4 after tonight. We do have a change. Mason Eldon is officially in at quarterback as Curl is brought down, and there are a lot of other different numbers out there now for both teams. That will be a no-gain run, and it'll be 2nd down and 10. I mean, Elijah Aaron is still playing, and that might be the only starter that I see out there for Fairview. Eldon wants to throw. Little swing pass to the far side. Good catch and run. Sanchez down the far sideline. He could take this to distance. He's to the 30, and Fritsch caught up with him and shoved Sanchez out of bounds. That'll take him well over 100 yards receiving as he goes for 47 on that catch and run. He now has 123 yards receiving on the night, and it's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the Fairview 30. 3.5 to play in the third quarter. 54-6 Fairview. In at quarterback is Mason Eldon. Eldon gets the snap. Eldon looks down the sideline, throws it up, and it is caught. Winning the one-on-one was Miles Baker as he high-pointed that one and went up and snatched it away for a gain of 25. Great job by Baker to win the 50-50 ball over there with that far side corner, Caden Kennedy. So 1st and goal now at the 6-yard line. Curl is in the backfield, Eldon the quarterback. He'll bring Sanchez in motion, and penalty flags fly. Jumping into the neutral zone was Fairview, so this will be a half the distance penalty. We're down to 2:45 remaining in the third quarter. And have to believe that perhaps this is the final series for, Gibson's still out there, Sanchez is still out there, Parker Eldon's still out there. Again, you got to be in playoff mode down the road. Rolling right, Eldon on the move, looks into the end zone and finds Gibson wide open, and Mason Eldon will get a TD pass of 3 yards to Carter Gibson. First score for Edgerton since way back in the first quarter of play. And Parker Eldon will come on for the PAT to try to bring it to 54-13. Again, when we are done here, we'll check out some scores around the area on the scoreboard show presented by Midwest Community Federal Credit Union. 1:44 to play, third quarter, 54-13, Fairview on B-Rock Sports.
Huddle up, hometown fans. State Bank is here to help you win big this season. Whether you're driving toward a new home, passing on your savings to the next generation, or making the winning play with a business loan, we say, put us in, coach. Make the switch to State Bank. You'll get the home field advantage for all your financial needs. Loan subject to credit approval, yourstatebank.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS 403044.
54-13, our score here. Fairview manhandling Edgerton tonight. Meanwhile, in the ALDS deciding Game 5, they're going to the fourth inning. Seattle, a 1-0 lead on Detroit. That is Tarek Skubal against George Kirby in a really good pitching matchup there. The winner to go to Toronto for the American League Championship Series. Game 5 of the NLDS tomorrow night. Cubs-Brewers, again about an 8:08 first pitch. Winner will get LA in the NLCS. Dodgers will host if it's the Cubs. LA heads to Milwaukee if the Brewers win tomorrow night. Here it is 54-13 as Eldon drives this kick to Fritsch, who grabs it at the 13. He's to the 20, 25, 30. Looking for a him on that far side. Gets out to the 40. And is going to get across the 40 to about the 42-yard line, 29-yard return. I want to rephrase that. Edgerton was looking to hem in, and he was looking for a crease on that far side. Sometimes you get a little bit tongue-tied, especially when you get 54-13 games. 1st and 10 at their own 42. A snap here even, and that will do it for the third quarter. You're listening to high school football on WBNO FM Bryan as we just crossed the 9 o'clock hour. And out there at quarterback for Fairview will be Gavin Brown. So the night will be done for Zedike. Threw for 341 in the first half and will finish with 347 as a good, strong run on first down for Steven Mendez as he bangs his way out to the 48-yard line, and Mendez will get 6. Flower on the stop, and that'll do it for the third quarter. 3 in the books in a running clock game on a Friday night. Didn't have this on the dance card when we came here and scheduled this, but it's all Fairview, 54-13 through 3 on B-Rock Sports.
The lights are on, the crowd is loud, and the action is here. High school sports are back, and Bryan Home Center is proud to cheer on our hometown teams all season long. When the game's over, bring that winning spirit home with incredible deals on furniture, mattresses, flooring, and outdoor poly furniture. Whether it's a recliner for watching the highlights or new flooring for your home turf, Bryan Home Center has you covered. Proud supporter of local athletes, Bryan Home Center in the old Rite Aid building in Bryan. Stop in today and save big. Newcomers Schaefer, Spangler, and Brininger have served Northwest Ohio for over 120 years. They provide a full range of legal services, including real estate transactions, estate planning and trust administration, elder law, family law, business planning and litigation, personal injury, workers' comp, criminal and traffic defense, and more. Newcomers Schaefer, Spangler, and Brininger also supports the athletes in schools in Northwest Ohio and wish them the best of luck in this game.
We begin the fourth quarter. Fairview up 54-13. They have a 2nd down and 4. And again, it's Mendez on the run. Has a 1st down and more at the 40, down to the 34-yard line. So 19 for Steven Mendez. Archibald Patrick Henry locked in a classic 22-21 streaks in the fourth quarter. And Liberty Center, ho-hum, has won again as they rout Delta tonight 39-0. And that is a decent to solid Delta team that Liberty Center just chewed apart. Here it's 54-13 Fairview. We're in the fourth quarter in a running clock situation. 11 minutes to play in this one. Fairview with the football in plus territory at the Edgerton 34. Hash mark near side. Mendez will be joined in the backfield now by Logan Weed, a sophomore. Little scat back for Fairview. It'll be Mendez again on the read, and he fumbles the football, and did he get possession? Edgerton jumped on it, but was possession grabbed by Miles Baker? Yes, they say. So a fumble for Fairview, and Miles Baker hops on it, and Edgerton will take over 1st and 10. At their own 39-yard line. So we can close the book on Will Zedike. 347 yards through the air unofficially. 3 touchdowns, 2 rushing touchdowns as well. Olinger a couple of touchdowns in the Wildcat. 2-by-2 look. Mason Eldon fires to the far side. Brother Parker with a catch at the 45, runs out of a tackle, and then he fumbles the football, and Fairview got it right back at midfield. Recovered over there for the Apaches by Caden Kennedy. So the teams exchange turnovers for Edgerton. It is their 3rd giveaway of the night. 2 INTs and a fumble. And it'll be 1st and 10. Fairview at the midfield stripe with 9.5 to play in this one. I mean, we can end some suspense. We'll do maybe as we get a little closer to this is one of those nights where we're not going to spend a ton of time on numbers because we have some time to get to the scoreboard show here tonight with a running clock. I mean, this thing in real time is probably going to be over in about 10 minutes or so. A run for nothing on the play, so it will be 2nd down and 10. But our MVP is going to be a pretty easy decision to make tonight. Brought to you by Missy Stockman and April Whitty, your Edward Jones dealers in Northwest Ohio. You account for 5 touchdowns. You throw for 347. You rush for another 20, which would have been more if you didn't have to include sacks. But Will Zedike's going to be that Edward Jones MVP of the game. 2 receivers to the left, 3 to the right. Pass is thrown and off the hands of Kennedy. That pass thrown, again, Gavin Brown is in at quarterback. So Will Zedike, our MVP, presented by Missy Stockman and April Whitty. Support for high school sports comes from Melissa Stockman and April Whitty at 130 North Main Street in Bryan. They are your Edward Jones financial advisors. For more info, visit edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, member SIPC. Couple of other awards that we can tease here tonight. We'll have the collision of the game from Baton Stevens and the McMahon's Best One Tire play of the game here in just a couple of minutes. 8 minutes remaining in this one. Pass to the far side. Reception made by Calvin Kepler. Catch and run of about 3 on the play. And it'll be 3rd down and, check that, 4th down and 5. He got more than 3. They tiptoed him out of bounds at the 45. So 4th and 5 at the 45 with Fairview up 54-13. And 7.5 minutes remaining. And it appears as if Fairview keeps the twos out there as an offensive unit. Gavin Brown, good size, 6'1", 170-pound freshman, brings them to the line of scrimmage. Twins left, twins right, one running back, and Brown puts it in the belly and nowhere to run. Jacob Steffes helped read and diagnose that play and bring him down. That's no gain on the run for Evan Grine, and they'll be stopped on downs. And Edgerton will take over at their own 47-yard line. Let's talk about the hit of the game presented, the collision of the game presented to you by Bat and Stevens. And that is a big-time Drayden Grinnell Dennis laid the lumber in the first half from his backer position as a receiver was coming over the middle and was able to knock Gibson to the turf. So Drayden Grinnell Dennis in that collision. Eldon pumps one to the near side. It is Braden Stark on the catch and run for just a couple. Good open field tackle made by Grine, and it'll be 2nd and 8. Voted the #1 body shop in the region, Bat and Stevens on Independence Road in Jewell, Ohio. Experts on all makes and models. Come in with confidence, drive out with satisfaction at Bat and Stevens Body Shop in Jewell, Ohio. 2 receivers both ways, 2nd down and 9 from the 48-yard line. Mason Eldon puts it in the belly of the running back, Curl. Curl falls forward into the arms of Grine. It's a run of about 7, and it'll be 3rd down and 2. How about the best one tire play of the game tonight? Got to be the Zedike to Olander highlight reel 73-yard catch and run, where he started far side, came near side. Reception here made by Wyatt Slaybaugh, who is able to shake and bake his way down to the 32 and pick up 20 on the play. Good throw that time from Mason Eldon, the junior quarterback, who is the heir apparent to Maddox Baker at quarterback for next year when Baker graduates. 5 and change to play, 54-13. Man in motion. They'll give it on the jet sweep to Asher France, and France tumbles ahead to the 27-yard line, so he falls forward for 5. Tackle for Fairview made by Dominic Woodcutter. So that was your play of the game on the Zedike to Olinger, 73 yards. McMahon's best one tire play of the game tonight. Our thanks to all of those fine post-game sponsors and all of our fantastic sponsors that we run through or try to run through that are on every single game. Eldon into the end zone, threw into double coverage, and it's broken up in the end zone by Kepler, knocking it away, falling incomplete. It'll be 3rd and medium now for Edgerton. Again, when we're done here, we'll get you to the scoreboard show presented by Northwestern Federal Credit Union. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers to the left. Curl is the only running back. Man in motion to the far side is Stark. Rolling out is Eldon. Under a little duress. Come back over the middle. Nice pitch and catch. That reception is made by Slaybaugh. He's knocked immediately to the turf defensively by Brady Williams. It'll be 4th and 1 now coming up for Edgerton at the 23-yard line. 54-13 Fairview. 3:40 to play. And that is a run good enough for a first down for Curl as Brady Williams brings him down after Curl gets about 6 on the run. And it'll be 1st and 10 down to the 19-yard line. 3 receivers right, 1 to the left on this 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Snap comes. Eldon looks. Wants the end zone for Miles Baker, incomplete. Fritsch on coverage. Down to the 3-minute mark left in this one. Our thanks to Keith Marillet. By the way, I want to make sure that I get this out there as well. Our thoughts and prayers are with Keith and his wife, John Marillet. Chloe going through some health issues here right now. She has fought one hell of a fight with cancer over her entire young life. And just our thoughts and prayers right now for the Marillet family and the extended family. If he's an athletic director, and he's done such a fantastic job in that AD role, not just with me in the media, but just it's been a joy to work with. And so we send our thoughts and prayers that Chloe continues to head in the right direction and get as speedy of recovery as we can. She is one tough kid that has fought an incredible battle all these years. So just want to see her get better. Nice spin move, a double spin move by Eldon as he works his way inside the 10 down to about the 8-yard line, nearing the 2-minute mark. 58-22, Hilltop is leading Montpelier midway through the third quarter in that one. Not a running clock game. This is a 1st and goal at the 9 for Edgerton coming up here. Trying to punch one more in. Eldon sets, fires just as the blitz was coming, and a penalty flag is going to be thrown as Baker got inside position on Kepler. Falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down and goal at the 9-yard line. It was 1st and goal at the 9. I forgot about the flag. So now you'll get a half the distance penalty. Takes this down to about the 4.5-yard line. 54-13 Fairview, 1:20 and counting to play. This thing almost completely in the books here. Curl on the run, cut back, and Tucker Curl. Is he in? Touchdown. Good strong run by Curl. That's an 11-play drive that the Edgerton 2s had on a 4-yard score by Tucker Curl. It is now 54-19 inside of a minute to play. I want to thank the coaches as well. Brody Flagel of Edgerton, Doug Rakes of Fairview. They always do a great job in preparing us for broadcast as Edgerton will go for 2. They'll send a man in motion to the near side. Eldon, as it is stopped, we have some movement. And again, remember, that clock continues to run. It's going to be a false start on Edgerton. Fairview will be 7-1, 4-1 in the GMC, still a game behind Paulding, who will remain unbeaten at 8-0 and 5-0 in the conference. Edgerton falls to 5-3, and they've now dropped 3 of their last 4, and they'll leave here 2-3 in the GMC. 15 seconds in counting as Eldon gets the snap. Eldon with edge pressure, flush to the right, on the move. He's at the 10, he's at the 5, and cannot get there, pushed out of bounds, and the 2-point try will stop. The clock will run out, and that will do it on a Friday night. Our final score in this one, Fairview 54, Edgerton 19. We'll take a final quick break and get you to the Midwest Community Federal Credit Union Scoreboard Show here on a Friday on B-Rock Sports.